Welcome to day 2 of the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft. Here's your host, Josiah Johnson.
Thank you for joining us for day 2 of Gills Arena's All-Time Player Draft presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoa! This is the final day of the draft as our Gills Arena crew squares off to see who can assemble the best 10-man roster of NBA greats. If you joined us yesterday, you saw how turned up it got. Slander was slung, clowning was clowned, the jokes were flying, and the picks were being made. We have one final day for each of our Gills Arena crew to assemble their rosters. But before we get started, as always, the show is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Do yourself a favor, download the Underdog Fantasy app, use promo code GIL, and you can get up to $250 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. And if you can't watch this live with us on YouTube, we have an audio version available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. So, before we get into day 2 of our draft coverage, let's take a look back at how day 1 shaped up for each member of our Gills Arena crew. The chat voted Kenyon as our day 1 winner. Kenyon made the most of his 6 picks in the first 5 rounds of the draft, taking Kobe 3rd overall, then nabbing Shaq with the 8th pick. He took KG with the 10th pick and used his next 2 picks to take 2 of his former teammates, grabbing Melo at 16 and Jason Kidd with the 18th pick. Kenyon used the final pick of the day to take Scottie Pippen. According to the chat, Gil had the second best day 1 draft. So with the first overall pick, Gil took LeBron James. Obviously. He followed that up by selecting Kevin Durant 4th overall. Then Gil grabbed Tim Duncan with the 12th pick and ended his day by picking a pair of Showtime Lakers and Magic Johnson and Kareem with the 14th and 15th picks after making a trade with Mr. B. The chat had Rashad in 3rd place, and he politely told them all to move around. Shad took T-Mac with the 6th overall pick, followed that up by grabbing Steph Curry with the 7th pick. In a surprising move, Shad took Wemby 9th overall, then selected Larry Bird with the 13th pick, in his words, to bring the Snow Bunnies to the squad. And then he picked Vince Carter at 17. So Shad took some criticism for the rest of the crew for taking Wemby so early, but it remains to be seen how he will round out the rest of his roster. And last but not least, the chat thought Brandon had the worst day 1 of the Gills Arena crew. So Brandon scooped up MJ with the 2nd overall pick, then took Nikola Jokic 5th after making a trade with Gil. The chat was not feeling that. Mr. B stayed loyal to the Milwaukee soil by grabbing the Greek Freak with the 11th pick and ended the day by taking Dwayne Wade with the 19th pick in the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft. But now it's time for day 2. Here is the current breakdown for rounds 6 through 10, which we'll be broadcasting today for you live here on Gills Arena. So Gil holds the 21st, 28th, 29th, 33rd, and 40th overall picks. Rashad has 3 of the first 5 selections in day 2, with the 22nd, 24th, 25th, 32nd, and 34th picks at his disposal. Brandon has the 23rd, 26th, 27th, 31st, 37th, and 38th overall pick, the 38th pick coming in a trade with Gil in day 1. And Kenyon had 6 picks in day 1, but doesn't have his first selection in day 2 until his 30th pick. Kenyon let it be known he is not feeling that. The ping pong balls bounce how they bounced. Nothing we can do about it now. Kenyon also has the 35th, 36th, and 39th picks. We'll see what maneuvering Kmart can do in the later rounds to build his squad. So now let's head over to Brandon's Tough Crowd Draft War Room to check in with Mr. B. What's good with you, Mr. B?
What up, man?
So Chad wasn't feeling your day 1 picks, and Gil and Nick tried to roast you for taking Dwayne Wade with the 19th pick. But I need to know, how are you feeling about your squad heading into day 2 of the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft?
I'm feeling good. Our first round, we only had 4 picks. So I felt like I was making some safe picks towards the end. But today, we got, all our picks. So we're definitely going to go, we're about to go hostile. We're about to get crazy.
Hostility, yes, coming from the Tough Crowd room. So you selected Giannis with the 11th pick. Any plans on taking Thanasis with one of your later round picks?
Yeah, I mean, we do have the 38th, so we'll see what happens when we get there.
Okay, we will do that. So, Brandon, you currently have 3 of the first 7 picks in day 2. What is your strategy for day 2 of the draft?
Well, we do need a point guard for sure, and we definitely can use a big.
Kenyon saying you need some help. Do you agree or disagree with that assessment?
I definitely disagree. They don't play 2K, so I'm going off 2K.
So you have 2K strategy in mind as you build your roster. Well, Brandon, we wish you best of luck in day 2 of the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft. Now let's check in with our very own Cemetery Larry, Rashad McCants, in his draft war room. The body bags are body bagging. They've got the whiteboard in full effect. Shad, the chat wasn't feeling your squad either, but they are known haters, so I need to know, is it obvious? For those who can't see on the audio version of our podcast, Shad is pointing to his shirt, which says "Move Around," and now he's doing the mime and the Dirty Bird. There's a lot of stuff going on.
We ain't worried about nothing. We ain't worried about nothing, man. You know what kind of picks we got coming up?
So you got something up your sleeve for day 2?
Yeah, man. The chat can move around until it's time to come around. You know what I'm saying?
Get right or get left, as Rashad has already explained to us on a previous episode. So, Rashad, you have 3 of the first 5 picks in day 2. What ingredients do you need to build your perfect roster?
Right now, we just need a little bit of depth. We got a couple different scenarios we're looking at. Might want to play small. We might want to play big. You know, I think with the next picks that we have is going to be an undeniable force because I'm a total coach, a total GM, a total owner. You know what I'm saying? Is it obvious? I'm pretty sure it is. Okay. Heavy is the head. Where's the crown?
The crown is heavy in full effect today. We wish you best of luck in your day 2 drafting, Rashad. So now let's move over to Gil's draft war room. The chat thinks that Gil has built the second best roster so far. Gil, Nick Young, Melly Monaco back in the building. Shout out to Pineapple Show, as always. Gil, how are you feeling heading into day 2 of the all-time draft?
Hey, delusion runs early in the morning. Hey, this man said we can play small, we can play big. No, you can only play small, brother. You got 4 guards. They can't play big.
Delulu.
Delulu. But Gil, now let's talk about your roster. Why do you think that you've assembled the best roster so far?
We have the best small forward in NBA history.
Facts.
The best point guard in NBA history.
Your logic is undeniable.
The best power forward in NBA history.
And he likes Old Navy.
Arguably the best center in NBA history. And then we go with Kevin Durant. We can argue he's number 2 best small forward or 3, depending on how you want to do it.
Okay. No debate from this side. Gil, we wish you the best of luck in day 2.
Don't wish us shit. Don't. You know, what the hell's wrong with him? Like we need help over here.
In that case, I retract my best of luck wishes. I hope you have a trash draft.
Hey, listen. We normal over here. We get fresh air. He all in the weight room with weights and shit, man. You know, probably got some Red Bulls pumping weight. He's delusional. The other one, he looked like it.
Oh,
look, already. He ain't even picked nobody yet, and he already on the move. Hey, man, he over there in that dark place, man, ain't got a mirror in sight.
DJ over here like, don't do that shit again.
Don't do it no more. Hey, the DJ he ain't here.
They don't want a DJ.
The DJ didn't come today.
He left.
He was like, I'm good, making me look bad.
They left his whole equipment. Said you can keep this shit. Just keep it.
Gil and Nick, extremely confident heading into day 2. Not gonna wish you guys the best of luck, but hope that you pick well in day 2 of this draft and round out your roster. So now let's move over to Kenyon's draft war room. Kenyon, you don't have a pick until the 8th round. in day 2 of the Gills Arena all-time player draft. How worried are you about the players on your draft board still being available by the time that you start picking? Judging from the O's that Kenyon is blowing, he is unconcerned with any of you Negroes.
What happened? Oh, y'all said something? Oh, y'all waiting on me? What happened?
We are waiting on you, Kenyon. Are you worried at all? You had a great first day. Chad thought you had the best draft in day 1. Do not pick to the 30th pick, day 2. Have a bunch of picks in the 30s leading up to the tail end of the draft. Are you concerned at all that your players will not be available by the time you start picking today?
No, man. I know what these dudes finna do. I done thought about it already. So, I ain't worried, man.
Okay. So what's your strategy for day 2 of the Gills Arena all-time player draft?
Keep kicking ass and taking names.
Okay.
Have some patience, cause shit, I might take a nap. Might run to Starbucks or some shit. I don't know. Got time. Shit, got 10 picks.
You do have time, Kenyon. We appreciate you hanging out until you start drafting. So we asked the chat, who has the best team after day 1? Kenyon had a strong lead yesterday. We've asked this question again today. Kenyon's lead has jumped now to 53% of the chat that feels that Kenyon has the best team after day 1. Gil still maintaining his second place. His numbers have dropped now to 35%. Rashad holding firm at 8% of the chat, and Brandon still in last place with 5% of the chat. But we will see what Brandon's able to do today, what maneuvering he's able to make to improve his status. As a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, here are the rules for the Gills Arena all-time player draft. So each team will draft a total of 10 players, 5 starters, 5 bench over 2 days. We've already done day 1. This is day 2. They will round out the rest of their roster. So it's a predetermined draft order, picks 1 through 40. Trades are allowed for an even number of picks. Yesterday we saw Gil trade his 5th and 38th pick to Brandon for Brandon's 14th and 15th pick. Brandon used that 5th pick to take Nikola Jokic. The rest of the crew wasn't necessarily feeling that move, but Brandon stood firm in his decision. Each GM will have 5 minutes per pick. After they make their selection, we will talk to them to understand why they did it. We will also go around to other draft war rooms to see if they are feeling that selection as well. And at the end of the draft, fans will vote on the best roster, and we will periodically host polls throughout the draft where you can see who's in the lead. We will see if those numbers change at all. Like I said, Kenyon holding firm right now at more than 50% of the chat vote. So this is the other caveat. There will also be a 2K simulation with each team's roster to see who the basketball gaming guys are rolling with. So not only do they need to pick the best roster of players, they need to pick the best rosters with 2K in mind, as we will run a simulation and let the computer decide who has the best squad. So we also have a draft ticker at the bottom of the screen updating the picks in real time so all of our viewers can keep up with the action. So now let's get into the 6th round of the Gills Arena all-time player draft presented by Underdog Fantasy. Let's do it. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. Turn up. The chat is chatting. All right. So Gil, you have the first pick in the 6th round. Your 5 minutes starts now.
To a great day. to winning.
To winning.
To be winners at life.
Unconcerned, Gil is popping beverages, already taking his victory lap prior to making a selection in the 2nd day of the draft. They are now dancing.
What you want?
I'm just, what's going on, Gil? Just checking in on your draft war room, seeing what y'all doing.
What do you think about getting?
All right, since we do got the best of everything.
Right?
Yeah, we got the best of everything.
What else do we need?
We need.
This is this is too easy. I don't want to do this no more.
As a reminder, Bob Cousy, still available.
We need a Palf. We need a.
John Havlicek available. Hakeem, still available. Will Chamberlain, snubbed in day 1, still available.
We need some guards.
PJ Tucker,
I'm just gonna say.
We can go
still on the draft board.
So we go Shea.
We can go Luke.
David Wesley, still available.
We can't go Luka. You want to go old school? Because he ain't been really old school. You want to go like...
Gil, we heard you say Luka. Will you draft a European in this draft?
Huh?
We heard you say Luka's name.
Yeah. You know,
Will you show
we
some
might
love
draft
to the
the European. You know, we need some Caucasian votes. We need some Caucasian votes.
Ain't a little bit of diversity here. You gotta go somebody.
Oh no, we do have, you know,
Who?
Virgin Islands. Tim from the Virgins.
You're right.
The U.S. Virgin
But
Islands.
we
The
probably
U.S.
need a light
Virgin Islands.
skin. If we ain't gonna go white, we need
Gotta get
light.
light skin, yeah.
If we don't go white, we need light.
So
Clay.
Clay can shoot. LeBron like this. Magic, you know, Magic.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me.
if they don't go white, they will go light. Chat, you heard them. An interesting draft strategy. We'll see if it works out.
I mean, who's the best players left?
I don't know.
Because, you know, we had to update. So, you know,
Oh,
we got
yeah.
Dominique Wilkins up here. You know, we got Jerry West,
You can go Inglewood, Paul Pierce,
Kyrie.
Paul Pierce, legendary S curl.
Pistol Pete,
What's his? Oh, let me check his 2K shooting.
Pistol Pete.
Okay, you have about 2.5 minutes remaining.
2K.
Oh, we don't need no more bigs like that. I was gonna say Sean Kemp, but you need some.
They don't have Pistol Pete. Oh, nigga, I'm at 77.
You the man.
I'm in front of Luca. We can't go Luca. You gotta go me.
You gotta go you. We gotta go.
We gotta go me. You feel me? Dang, I'm in front of Jimmy Buckets, Paul George. I mean, if we need a guard, I can go out there. I can go out there and ball hog.
Come on, shoot it right here. Do the legendary Gil. Let me see the Gil. Come on, man.
Will Gil be the first GM to draft himself in the all-time player draft?
Yeah!
Man.
Ooh.
Yeah, hey, with the first pick. hey, let me see what brand we can get. BJ 55, dog. His 55 in the what's the name?
Oh, we
He
thought
play
you were
against Steph.
saying
We gonna give
overall
Steph
rating.
55.
The 55 points he put on the Warriors back in the day.
What he did to his ankles,
Yeah.
what he did to Steph's ankles, they ain't never been the same.
Yo, he was the reason.
Gil, you have about a minute and a half
Like
remaining.
that.
Hey, we can get McCants.
The lift weights.
Yeah. You know, he control the weight room.
Make sure everybody good.
Everybody good. Everybody
Y'all
getting
get
their
your weights in. Y'all get
You're getting your weights in. Look at Kenyon. He the bodyguard. God damn, look at him. He crazy.
Kenyon over there ain't even looking.
Crazy. Look at him, that motherfucker.
That's for him.
Let's take this shit serious. All right.
Oh, you need. Look, the guy. Oh, y'all put Chris Mellon up there.
Who?
Chris Mellon.
Yeah, Chris Paul. Hell yeah.
He can shoot.
45 seconds remaining, Gil.
What we gonna do, man? We need a shooter. Shooter. We need a shooter, and he gotta be white
You
or
got
light.
John Morant, baby. Why God?
You and John Moran on the same team.
Okay.
20 seconds remaining, Gil.
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay.
Oh, what you doing?
I'm a pick. I want to pick. So we're gonna go with Dirk Nowitzki.
Melly has.
I don't mind.
Okay, that's a forward.
Dirk Nowitzki with the 21st
We can't
overall
lose
pick.
anyway.
That's good, right?
No, that's good.
That's really good. That's
Gil
really
said
good.
he was going to go
really
white or go light. He decided to go white, broke the color barrier on his team. Dirk Nowitzki,
Nowitzki.
German sensation. Gil, so let me ask Melly. Melly, why did you guys select Dirk Nowitzki with this 21st pick?
So I selected him because I'm European. We need to have a European, right? Wemby is gone, so we gotta go with a German guy, a big that will stretch the floor and that can shoot.
Okay.
And on NBA 2K is, I think, ranked number 6.
You've been around Gil too much. I see.
Look, she
How you know the
actually
game?
She
know the game.
Googled.
You know the game. Oh, the Google.
She Googled.
Google.
Yeah. Doing the research. We got a great research.
Yeah.
Get you a shot up. Let's see what the shot's like.
Melly, get you a shot up.
Damn, she done knocked the
Melly
camera
did not
off.
see it. We will assume that it went in. So with the 21st pick, Gil and his crew have decided to go to the
that's a great pick,
fatherland
though.
to
No, that's
draft
a
Dirk
great pick.
Nowitzki.
Not even gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a
That
great
was a good
pick.
pick.
Hey, gang.
That was a good pick.
Gang.
2011 NBA champion Dirk Nowitzki had the opportunity to get Luka, took the older of the Mavs, went with Dirk. So now with the 22nd pick, Rashad, Cemetery Larry, Championship Charles, the Dream Killer, is on the clock. Let's go over to Rashad's draft war room. Rashad, we see you hard at work, toiling away. What do you think about Gil taking Dirk Nowitzki with the 21st overall pick?
We're kind of relieved, man, because we thought he was going to pick himself for a second. That was going to be one of the steals of our, we was going to think about picking Agent Zero. And then he came out wearing what he was wearing. I was like, yeah, Melly dressed that nigga this morning, man. She's picking his picks and she picking his outfits and the whole nine, man. I don't know what's going on.
Gil has stepped his outfit game up.
But it's 98 degrees in the valley. You wearing a sweater, man. You need to chill out, man.
Gil has central air conditioning.
Hell no. I'm sweating. Look at this, man.
Yeah, you heartbroken, man. You little heartbroken, man. You little heartbroken, man. Melly, man, you shouldn't have went with number 2 outfit. Don't let that nigga walk out the bedroom like that again, okay? We're not doing that type of shit.
Speaking of that, I might go change because I am hot.
Yeah, because that Dirk pick was some trash, nigga.
Rashad, you did not agree with the Dirk Nowitzki pick.
You crazy as hell.
Hey, listen.
You crazy as hell.
The simulator not simulating with Dirk Nowitzki.
96-3, and he's ranked all-time 5th in 2K history.
Stat man.
Yes, that man. Yeah, y'all don't know the trick. We got the trick, baby. He ranked number 5th all-time 2K top 100. He's ranked 5.
But Gil still.
You already know. And we can't lose because
we had Steve Francis.
Gil and 2K Ronnie like this.
Francis and Gilbert. We was gonna
Hey.
Shout out to Ronnie 2K.
So you would take Steve Francis.
Ronnie, if you're watching the show now, please send some product over.
I'll take Bronny James over Gil.
In games.
I'm not even
Latest updates. We have some cahooting going on right now with Kenyon has now entered Brandon's draft room. Let's go over to Brandon's Tough Crowd draft room for a second to see the cahooting going on in place. Kenyon and Brandon, are you guys over there strategizing right now to take down Gil and Rashad?
We're just having grown men conversation.
Okay.
You know, like you're talking about these bones and he's shaving people's eyebrows off because they think they better than him in bones.
Swaggy P. He's about to put his eyebrows on the line.
Oh, I definitely want his eyebrows.
Swaggy, put your eyebrows on the line. You have been called to center stage,
Definitely
Swaggy.
put his eyebrows on the line.
Eyebrows on the line. Well, now let's go back to Rashad's draft war room.
What the fuck is going on in there, man? What the fuck is
Rashad, they ran an audible. There's nothing we could do about it. We appreciate you checking in for us. Concentrate on your pick right now, and I'll get back to you. There was some concern.
I think
some tampering.
Do we go?
The chat would like you guys to know that John Salmons is still available.
We need points.
Samuel Dellenbear, still available.
Who can get us 30, chat? Chat, move around and tell me who can get us 30 right now, man.
Chat, Rashad would like to know who can get his squad 30 right now.
What you think about Grant Hill?
Grant Hill?
Yeah, the stat.
Hell no, he went to Duke.
No Dookies.
Anthony Hardaway?
No, nigga.
The only Dookie Rashad is taking is in the bathroom.
Like Magic Johnson light.
Brandon Jennings, 55.
Ooh, Brandon could get us 50.
We have heard Brandon's name now mentioned twice as a potential draft option.
I'll pick Allen Iverson over Brandon Jennings any day.
Well, Rashad, funny you say
I'll pick
that.
Allen Iverson over Brandon Jennings any day.
Funny you say that. We asked the chat who should Rashad pick. We gave them 2 choices, Allen Iverson or Gilbert Arenas. Allen Iverson currently in the lead with 70% of the chat vote on Gil's own show. Reconfirming what we've already known, the chat is largely haters.
He available? Oh, shit.
That's a 30 point.
All right, we ready.
You are ready with the pick. You got it. Rashad, who are you taking with the 22nd pick in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft?
Y'all know when a nigga do that, that mean money coming, right? Yeah. And we gonna pick for the 22. Mr. James Harden.
James Harden has gone 22nd overall in the Gills Arena all-time player draft.
You Steph. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The Beard was the 2018 MVP, he's a 10-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 6 first teams, 1 third team. Also 3-time scoring champ.
Euro.
Hit him with the Euro plural.
Euro.
Also known as the Elgin Baylor
step. You gotta do the step back 3. Step back.
So Rashad, why did you select James Harden 22nd overall in the draft?
James Harden averaged 40 for 40 games. You know what I'm saying?
That he did.
So I don't think you can really beat somebody like that. And on the video game, he's literally a cheat code.
Okay.
So it's going to be very, very difficult for them to stop James Harden, Steph Curry, and Larry Bird in at the same time.
That is an interesting trio. Every shade covered.
Just imagine who we're about to pick next.
Rashad, well, you do have the 24th pick, but before we get to your 24th pick, we have to go over to Brandon in his Tough Crowd War Room. Brandon currently possesses the 23rd overall pick in the Gills Arena All-Time Draft. Let's see what's going on in Mr. B's Tough Crowd Draft War Room right now. Oh, they got the gloves on. About to be a dance battle. You got served. Huh? Brandon, are you getting served or are you doing the serving?
McCants was going to take Sidney Dean with his last pick.
Sidney Dean still on the draft board, currently at Sizzlers.
No, MJ is one bronze.
We don't want Gil.
No Gil. No Gil from the Tough Crowd Room.
Could go one for
We don't want Gil.
Hell no.
I mean,
We seen what happened when he was at the free throw line with Bron.
Or Lakers Swaggy P. Or no, Drew League Swaggy P. We go Drew League Swaggy P.
Drew League
That's not in
Swaggy
the
P
game.
still available.
That shit ain't in the game.
Drew League Swaggy P still available. We talked to our judges.
We talking about the Swaggy P. Is it? What's up with my gay niggas? That's Swaggy P. That's one we want.
Here we go. Who we thinking?
What happened?
Embiid there.
Yeah, that's it.
Embiid. We can go.
Brandon, you do have a ton of options.
We gotta think. Let's use Swaggy jersey as inspiration.
Yeah, see, all the badges are great when it's their time. When it's all NBA, when it's everyone together, it's very different.
I mean, we can go. We could go point guard.
Interesting strategy going on in the Tough Crowd Room right now.
Huh?
4-2.
Or 4. Oh, yeah. What's his name? He gave
Lateral movement.
He was killing. He was killing. Yeah, he was killing David Robinson.
Yeah. I think he gave David Robinson like a 40-point triple-double or something crazy.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, we got our pick, man.
Brandon, you have your pick. So with the 23rd overall pick, who are you taking in the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft?
We're gonna go with Hakeem Olajuwon.
Ooh, Hakeem comes off the board finally. Brandon, we can hear Gil yelling travel from his draft war room. It's very audible right now. Hakeem Olajuwon, 2-time champ, 2-time finals MVP, 1994 MVP, 12-time All-Star, 12-time All-NBA selection, 9-time All-Defensive selection. Whether or not Jordan would have been around, Hakeem's team would have still won those championships, according to many Rockets in the know. Brandon, why was it important for you to take Hakeem Olajuwon with the 23rd overall pick in the Gills Arena All-Time Draft?
Because the way I'm trying to build my team, got Mike at the 1, Giannis at the 3, Hakeem at the 4, Jokic at the 5. I wanted to go that route, so I wanted to go big. So now we need looking for a 2 guard.
So shifting MJ over to point guard, he did see some success in that position during his career, was able to distribute the ball as well in addition to getting buckets, his primary focus. You got Hakeem now. How excited are you about your squad so far?
It's round 2, so this is you either show up or you get out. So, but Hakeem is proven. I think with him and Jokic together, with Mike, something very special.
Okay, so Hakeem won Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, and Finals MVP in 1994. The Holy Trinity.
Dream.
Also had some decent shoes in his heyday. Shout out LA Gear. So now let's move on back to Rashad's draft war room. Rashad had the 22nd pick. He took James Harden. Now he's nestled in at 24. Like I said, 3 of the top 5 picks in day 2 of the Gills Arena all-time player draft. You see the Move Around t-shirts. Make sure you subscribe to Rashad's Move Around podcast. Episodes dropping every Monday.
Yeah. Shout out to my man A-Verb, man.
Shout out
Louis
A-Verb.
finest. Got my homie Rito Brown here, man. Y'all know who he is. If you don't, we don't know you either.
Okay.
You told me he was not going
Some unfamiliarity
You told me he wasn't going to pick Hakeem.
at the Gills Arena draft.
He'll be there.
I thought Brandon was smarter than that. He went to fucking private school.
So, Rashad's current team, T-Mac, Steph, Wemby, Larry Bird, Vince Carter, and James Harden. We'll see who will be the 7th player
We need
to join Rashad's roster. As a reminder, there will be a 2K simulation
We need another
of
Steve
all these
Nash.
squads at the end of the draft
Steve.
to determine our winner, in addition to the fan vote.
Fuck that, Dame.
Ooh.
Dame Lillard. I'd take Steve Nash over Dame Lillard, man. That's an MVP.
What?
That's
Steve
an
Nash
MVP.
over Dame Lillard?
We're
Interesting.
talking MVPs, right?
Questionable
Taking
MVP.
Steve Nash over Dame. We're talking MVPs. Come on, Coach.
Oscar Robertson?
The Big O.
Oscar still got the little shorts in the game, though. He wear the little shorts. We don't need nobody
It's medium
with little
fit.
shorts. I'm not taking nobody with little shorts in the game, bro. They gotta have long shorts, dog. 90s and over.
Rashad draft
What about
strategy.
Ja Morant, man?
No niggas with little shorts.
None.
Ja Morant, he got the blicky on.
James
him.
Harden's shorts
He gotta have the
are
blicky.
quite medium.
Let's go champions, though.
Champions?
Who the best champion on this motherfucker? Got one.
We need that too.
Let's get champions. Let's bring the rings through.
Hey, we need that.
Let's call it in. Let's get these.
We need that. We need that. 911. 911.
Rashad, let me pick up the Shad phone. Shad, who are you taking with the 24th pick in the Gills Arena all-time player draft?
The delegation in the 1960s. We're going to take it way back and we're going to go get our guy, Mr. Bill Russell.
Bill Russell. Celtics fans boo-booed in his bed, smeared doo-doo on his walls. Bill Russell, 11-time champ, 5-time MVP, 12-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA selection. As many will point out, there was 3.5 teams in the league at that time. So the validity of those accomplishments has been questioned by some of
22 boards
the modern generation.
Boys a game.
One of the greatest players of all time.
Huh?
Rashad.
Hey, Josiah.
Yes, sir.
Check this out. It's 12:12 on the clock, right at the time it's supposed to be. You feel me? Bill Russell has a 99 block and a 98 rebound.
And he has a championship pedigree.
And hey, he do his job. He set screens and move the fuck out the way. He move around. So this pick is exactly what we needed.
Okay.
A utility player to get our good players open and get them wide open looks and go in there and get that rebound and block that shit. So we got somebody that can guard Shaq now. We got somebody that can guard Kareem now. And anybody else they fucking pick, Hakeem, whoever. That's all X'd out now.
Bill Russell is locking all of those dudes up.
Facts.
Telling them to move around.
22 rebounds a game, bro.
With little shorts and chucks.
With
on.
little
With chucks
shorts.
on.
He just said we wasn't gonna get little shorts no more,
Shorts and
but
chucks.
22 rebounds with
overall.
minimal ankle support. Definitely an impressive accomplishment. Bill Russell, 11 championships in the heart of Caucasia, Boston, Massachusetts. This is an unserious draft, but it is very serious. That concludes the 6th round of the Gills Arena all-time player draft. I will read the picks back to you. 21st pick, Gil took Dirk Nowitzki. Melly Monaco may or may not have made that selection using her basketball expertise. 22nd, Rashad took James Harden. At 23, Brandon went with Hakeem Olajuwon. And at 24, Rashad went old school, selecting Bill Russell, 11-time NBA champion. 0 finals MVPs, as our producers would like to point out, because that award predated his championship run. But coincidentally, the championship award is named after him now. So you figure it out. So let's take a quick recap at our teams thus far. So Gil has LeBron, KD, Tim Duncan, Magic, Kareem, Dirk Nowitzki. Brandon has Jordan, Jokic, Giannis, D. Wade, and Hakeem. Kenyon, does not have a pick to the 30th pick. Already has 6 players on his roster with Kobe, Shaq, KG, Carmelo, Jason Kidd, and Scottie Pippen. And Rashad, with this latest addition to Bill Russell, he also has T-Mac, Steph, Wemby, Bird, and Vince Carter. So let's go around these draft rooms. Let's check in on Kenyon, not picking till the 30th overall pick. Very unfazed right now, tranquil, relaxed, hanging out in the bar area. Kenyon, how are you feeling about day 2 so far? Are you threatened at all by any of the picks that these other gentlemen have made so far?
Just mediocre. They mid at best. I think Brandon needed Hakeem, so that was a good pick.
Okay.
Yeah, Dirk was on my list yesterday, so I'm surprised. I'm not surprised he went the first pick in the, I'm saying day 2. So.
Okay. Can you have some things up your sleeve?
Yeah,
waiting for you at 30?
Oh, listen, hey, I got some shit up my sleeve, trust me.
Okay. Okay, you were
Because I didn't know it was 2K ratings and shit yesterday. I was just going with my basketball IQ, and so now we add the 2K shit in it.
Let's go over to Rashad's draft war room. Rashad, you were questioning the validity of Kenyon knowing that it was 2K ratings.
He got me.
Who told me?
Kenyon would like to know who told him.
The chat.
So I actually read the chat.
Hey, that ain't our fault. You gotta read the chat.
Got better shit to do.
You gotta read the chat. Now you behind the ball.
Not behind at all. I was in first place. How the fuck am I behind when everybody else say I'm in first place?
Nigga, you was never in first place, ever.
Read that part of the chat. Yeah, read that part of the chat. Nigga, you want to talk about the chat?
Never in first place.
Go read that part of the chat.
Getting turned up here at the Gills Arena all-time player draft. Let us move on to the 7th round.
Is it obvious?
Now we got
the 7th round of the Gills Arena all-time player draft presented by Underdog Fantasy. Woof, woof. Round 7. So, as I mentioned at the start of the show, Rashad has 3 of the first 5 day 2 picks. He has the first pick in the 7th round, the 25th overall pick. So let's go back to Rashad McCants' draft war room. Selected Bill Russell, 24th overall. Hard at work. Bill Russell obviously played in Chucks. 22 rebounds.
We gotta take the play. Like Kenyon, Shaq gonna need a break.
But before we get to Rashad's pick, let's go over to Gil and Nick Young's draft war room.
Krista, hello. Everybody say hello. They're asking for you.
Gil is on live and on this show at the same time. The hardest working man in digital media. Gil, how did you feel about Rashad's Bill Russell pick?
His Bill Russell pick?
Oh, man.
I don't know. He said he told Kenyon to watch the chat. He should have watched the chat because it all had L's in it. hey, Bill Russell, I'm going to just be honest with y'all. Bill Russell, him and George Mikan are the only centers in history that didn't shoot 50% from the field. And the problem with that is they was in a time where they were the only athletic players ever. So Bill Russell shooting 44% for his career means it probably looked like this. That man was a walking nothing, dog.
Gil stayed true to his name.
That man couldn't make a layup for nothing.
Gil stayed true to his name, no chill. So, Gil, recently we've heard about the MJ stat inflation.
He got all defense. Hey, look, hey. Do good, my brother. Do good on your next pick. You better get high. Yeah, you better get Wilt out that motherfucker, man.
Let's go back to Rashad's draft war room. Rashad, what do you have to say to Gil and Nick Young?
Gil, listen. That sweater got you very uncharacteristic right now. That sweater got you doing shit you don't supposed to be doing in that room like that, bro. Now, I hope that you listen as good as you fucking talk. Because I said I picked the nigga for defense and rebounding. That's what I said. But sometimes niggas don't be listening.
They don't want to listen.
They don't be
They
fucking
be hard-headed.
listening.
They just want
He did all that
all
shit.
that for nothing.
Now he's sweating in that bitch. Now his underarms sweating and shit. Man, go get that nigga a towel or something, man. This nigga,
What the fuck? Got a plan. They picking the best player available.
Gil overheated right now.
He wanna
Rashad,
go through the stats.
Rashad, you have the 25th overall pick, the first pick of round 7. Do you have a selection yet?
Man, we got a couple people in mind. We thought about getting Kenyon.
You have about 20 seconds left.
But since Kenyon just don't want to act
Kenyon
right,
said he does not want to be on your team, sir. Do not draft him.
We was gonna pick Kenyon, man, but I think we're gonna go with Joel Embiid.
With the 25th overall pick, Rashad has selected the process, Joel Embiid. Rashad, any concerns about Embiid's health on your squad? The knees are a little janky.
This is an arcade simulation. There's no health concerns.
Okay, injuries are turned off. So the 2024 MVP, 7-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA selection, 1 first team, 4 second teams, 3-time All-Defense. He's a 2-time scoring champ. He's averaging 28 points for his career. Rashad, so you went with Bill Russell. You go back-to-back big men. Why did you take Joel Embiid with the 25th pick in the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft?
Like I said, I'm going to fill out the roster. We knew we would be able to get some of these big names in the tail end. I think right now we can mix and match our roster how we want, how we see fit, between using James Harden and Steph Curry, Larry Bird, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady how we want. I mean, that's crazy. And then you throw in the unicorn Wemby in there and just say, throw Wemby in at the 3. Make it look nasty. You know what I'm saying? We can play real big if we want to play. You know, Wemby at the 3, Joel at the 4, Russell at the 5.
So, Rashad, you said you were either going to go small or go big. It seems that you have opted to go big with this roster. Tons of big men on the squad. Versatility, obviously a strong point in your draft selection process.
Yeah,
but
man.
Now let's head over to Kenyon Martin's draft war room. Kenyon, how do you feel about Rashad taking Bill Russell and Joel Embiid with back-to-back picks?
Yeah, he needed some help because Wemby got to play the 4. He not a 5, so it was smart.
Okay. Thought it was a smart move. Now, let's head over to Gil's draft war room.
Against these
Gil, Nick Young, turned up. Gil, Nick, how do you guys feel about Rashad taking Bill Russell and Joel Embiid with back-to-back picks?
I don't know what 2K he's playing. I'm pretty sure it's probably 2010, 11, 12, because there's no way if he actually knows 2K, then
Tell him.
Wilt Chamberlain rebounds more, block shot more. If they actually had block shotting back then, shot blocking back then Bill Russell would have averaged a quadruple double one year. He'd lead the league in quadruple doubles and triple doubles with blocks because he averaged 14.6 blocks a game. So if he wanted Wilt.
Okay.
So if he wanted defense and rebounding, he would have technically went with Wilt, and you had Wilt's points. But
he went with the all-if team. He got the all-if team.
He got the team of what if they stayed healthy. And the fact that he said there's no injuries. Actually, if you play with fatigue on, the injury report does actually kick in.
Ooh.
So someone like, if you played an 82-game season, T-Mac will get hurt in the season, and Joel Embiid will get missed games in the season.
Let's go ahead.
So if you're playing 2K and you're thinking about 2K, then it is people that have played all 82. Michael Jordan, John Stockton, Magic, Karl Malone, Bron. Those are the type of guys. Their algorithm plays very well. And hey, McCants, I'ma just point it out for you.
Yeah, man.
The reason I know this is I had a whole conversation with Ronnie 2K last night.
Gil going the extra mile. Contacting Ronnie 2K.
So move around. Move around.
Say Are you my friend?
Gil has admitted to contacting Ronnie 2K. We are hitting up the Underdog League officials right now to see if that is tampering.
Hold on. Isn't that
No, that's not tampering.
Rashad, technically you had Ronnie 2K available at your disposal as well. You opted not to contact him.
Oh, okay.
You know you're gonna find a loophole.
I just want to know if you could ask the chat, if you could just ask them, you know what to ask them, just ask them the normal question.
The chat has responded, wop, 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 wop. Don't know that I'm merely a host. But now let's go over to Brandon Jennings' draft war room. So Brandon, currently on the clock. Brandon has the 26th and 27th pick. You can see him in deep thought right now. What's going on with you, Mr. B?
Just thinking about this last pick for our starting five. It's a big pick for us, so we're trying to see if we want to go a 2 guard or a 1.
So guard position.
What Bronny talking about? Pull it up. Let's see.
Bronny's still available on the draft board. Bronny refused to work out for Brandon's team, though.
Well, I mean, Gil's still available. I don't think Brandon's too high.
Gilbert Arenas still available in the Gills Arena all-time player draft presented by Underdog Fantasy. Woof woof. Brandon and his crew in deep thought and deliberation right now with the 26th and 27th pick. He's already selected 4 players. I will read those for you. Oh, he has 5 actually. Michael Jordan, Jokic, Giannis, Dwayne Wade. Took Hakeem Olajuwon in the 6th round with the 23rd overall pick. And now he has the 26th and 27th pick. So Brandon, you are ready with your 26th pick in the Gills Arena all-time player draft. Who are you taking at number 26?
We're going to take John Stockton.
John Stockton, 10-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA selection, an Iron Man in the game of basketball, 5-time All-Defensive selection.
First in steals and assists.
Career steals leader and career assist leader, so he would lock that ass up and dime as well. Brandon, why did you want to take John Stockton with your 26th pick?
I just wanted a point guard. I feel like with him and the way he plays, it's perfect for the team that I have with Mike out there and Kareem. I mean, Elijah Dream. So, yeah, but I like it. It's solid. It's a solid pick for us, and that's what we need, a true point guard.
So the chat is saying that you need some shooting on your squad. You do have the 27th overall pick as well. Any plans to address your shooting needs with the next pick in the Gills Arena all-time player draft?
Yeah, we got a bench. I mean, 84. I mean, I can score, so.
You have scores. You have known bucket getters.
Scores, so.
You have a man to get them all the rock now with the career assist leaders in John Stockton, Utah Jazz legend. Brandon, you're on the clock right now for 27. Let's go. We're going to go around. We're going to go to Rashad McCants' draft war room right now. Rashad, how are you feeling about Brandon taking John Stockton with the 26th overall pick?
Brandon's supposed to be a fellow Libra. He's supposed to represent intelligence.
Do you not feel that John Stockton pick was intelligent?
You didn't. You had Oscar, you had Russell Westbrook, you had Luka, and you picked John Stockton?
Hey, you need this paper, Brandon? It got all the names on it of the people you can pick from.
You could have picked Isaiah Thomas. Either one of them.
John Stockton.
Either Isaiah Thomas still available on the draft board.
What is wrong with Brandon? You trying to throw this shit away?
Brandon just wanted a Frosty.
This is unbelievable.
So now let's go to Gil's.
It's them gloves.
Gil's draft war room before
Take
Brandon
them
makes the
fucking
27th
gloves
pick.
off, Brandon.
Gil and Nick Young currently getting buckets on the mini hoop. Gil, how do you feel about Brandon selecting John Stockton with the 26th overall pick?
Hey, Brandon.
Brandon, man, just go ahead and quit. Man.
Hold on. We're not gonna lie, Brandon.
That was a solid pick.
That pick was all right.
That pick was all right. I'm not even gonna
when you put them all together, John Stockton's a 97 with a 93% shooting percentage, and he's 25th overall.
We got the plug, so that was a good pick. We got the plug.
So that means Nash is behind him. Isaiah Thomas is 35. Luka is... Oh, shit, Luka's behind me. Luka is ranked 78 when all the players are put together.
Ronnie said that was cool.
Are you getting this information from Ronnie?
You did good, my boy.
Hey.
You did good.
Hey, DJ ain't got to be like, today. He's like, I can fuck with that.
I can fuck with that. You know what I mean?
I can fuck with that. I can fuck with that.
Let's go back to Brandon's draft war room. Brandon, how do you feel about Gil talking to Ronnie 2K, getting information from him? Do you feel like that is an unfair competitive advantage that Gil has given himself by connecting with Ronnie 2K?
I mean, of course. Because we don't talk to Ronnie, so nobody else is talking to Ronnie but him. So, of course, that's why he's picking everybody in the top 5. He's just going by a list. So, but whatever. You know how it go.
The game is the game, as they say. So, Brandon, you have the 27th overall pick in the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft. You have 2 minutes left to make your selection. See you over there in some deep thought deliberation with your tough crowd crew.
Y'all know this.
Can hear Nick Young. Nick on the other side of the house can hear him very audibly.
All right. Yo, we're going to go Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard with the 27th overall pick in the Girls Arena All-Time Player Draft. Surprising move. Two-time champ, two-time Finals MVP. 6-time All-Star. 6-time All-NBA. 7-time All-Defensive Selection. The last man with braids standing. Braids used to be very, very fashionable. At one point in the early 21st century, Kawhi has withstood the test of time. Saw him recently at the tank fight. Thought that he cut his braids off. He did not. They were merely in a bun. The pushback ponytail, Kawhi Leonard. Brandon, why did you pick Kawhi Leonard with your 27th overall pick?
Two-way player. So if I want to start, depending on how I want to do my lineup, I could put him and Mike to start if I want to. So he's just versatile. So we'll see.
Brandon, the chat not necessarily rolling with this pick. They've had it out for you since day one of the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft. Do you care at all what the chat thinks, or are you going to hold steadfast with your drafting strategy?
No, I mean, we'll just simulate the team and let's see what happens. It just depends on how I start, how I have my starting 5.
All right, well, let's head over to Rashad's draft war room for a second. So, Rashad, we asked the chat, is it obvious? 73% said yes.
It's another 73%.
Said what?
The chat said it's obvious.
It was obvious?
Yeah. The chat did say it is obvious.
Roll with us for real.
It's obvious.
The chat did say it was obvious.
They be tripping sometimes.
They do be tripping, as Rashad has pointed out.
Yeah, but Brandon is tripping even more. I don't know what he doing.
Kawhi a good pick, though. Kawhi can lock up LeBron.
You don't like the John Stockton, Kawhi Leonard back-to-back picks from Brandon?
Kawhi good. I like Kawhi.
I thought Brandon was from Compton or something. Like, this nigga's...
You wouldn't have picked Kawhi? Hey, Brandon, I like the pick, man.
Rashad not rolling with the pick, said that he thought Brandon was from Compton. Let's go back to Brandon's draft war room. He's now giving the international move around symbol. Brandon, how do you feel about Rashad's comments about your last 2 picks?
I mean, it's my team. I mean, this guy picked 2 people who got bad backs. Like, what are we talking about? He went after Larry Bird because he bringing the white girls too. Come on, man. I thought we was brothers. I thought we was here.
The bad back brigade.
Billy Hoy.
I don't like none of you niggas. Leave me alone. Get off my lawn.
Rashad has let it be known.
Get the fuck off my lawn, nigga.
Rashad has let it be known that he does not like any of you niggas on this show or in this draft. Let's go to Kenyon's draft war room.
Other than Melo.
Kenyon still strategizing. That 30th pick coming up soon. Kenyon, how do you feel about everyone else's draft so far in day 2 as you look forward to your 30th overall pick?
I'm just waiting patiently, to be honest, man. I'm just sitting back in my chat, reading the chat, man. Just.
Kenyon, you're now reading the chat. How do you feel about what the chat has to say?
Saying, they funny, actually.
Kenyon has given the chat some love, said that they are funny. We do have some good comedians in the chat.
They still got me in first place, FYI. So, and I ain't picked yet.
Still maintaining first place. Kenyon still feels that he's in first, despite having yet to pick in day 2. Now let's head over to Gil's draft war room. Gil has the next pick in the draft, the 28th overall pick, the last pick of the 7th round. Gil, it is your turn. You are on the clock. You have about 3 minutes remaining to make your pick.
Wait, 3 minutes, man.
I know, right?
Please don't do no Brandon shit. If you do some Brandon shit, I'm gonna walk out. That nigga look dead, man. Yeah, what them kids say? You want to see a dead body? They bring up and like, man, just I don't give a fuck.
You see his face up.
That nigga like, I don't give a fuck.
He's in the floor like, man.
They look like a dead dog. You ever see a dog get hit and they be on the floor?
It's like, why you even do this, man? This is crazy, man.
Yeah, DJ said, choir.
I just say, hey, man, how's Michael? Can somebody call Michael Red? Michael Red to come out here.
DJ like, man, I had enough. Hey, man, let him up. He had enough of beef.
Hey, somebody asked me, hey, Brandon said, can we add coaches? He think Phil Jackson go. He think Phil Jackson can help him at this point. Nah, BJ. Hey, you on your own.
Yeah, you on this island by yourself, baby.
Gil, you have 2 minutes left to make your pick.
Hey, that's crazy. Like, we supposed to start with 5.
Right?
You wasted 2 of our minutes talking to them. But we get it. We get it. We
understand. You're like, why did he pick that?
Hey, listen. We GMs, right? That means we have to talk to whoever we need to check out our players, man. I done called agents, man. I want to see your history report, who you're sleeping with, who you know, who you think you know, right? Who's willing to play on this team, man. Don't be mad at us.
Check the Carfax.
Yeah, hey, man, look, you got DM too. I can't help it if you want to DM Snow Bunny.
Right? That's why y'all be falling in love with the work and don't do the Carfax. Like, like I love her.
This is extended beyond the draft to question work-related choices.
You do
have the 20th pick. You have about a minute remaining.
We're going to let you pick. We've been winning, so go ahead. Pick it again.
So I found another point guard. Right?
We need a point guard.
So I wanted to pick Gilbert Arenas so he could be ranked a little higher than, what were you? 30.
Whoa. Go down.
Wait.
40, 50, 60, 70s.
Hold on.
70s.
You were 70?
Melly, is that a formal pick or?
Okay, well,
No. Wait.
No, they won't allow me to pick him so he could be better, for his career. But so we're gonna go with the big
Oscar Robertson.
Look at Kenyon.
Hey, Kenyon, scratch that off, Kenyon.
Scratch that off, Kenyon.
Scratch that off, Kenyon. Yeah. Oh, man, it's too easy.
Too easy. Gil has swiped Cincinnati legend Oscar Robertson from Kenyon Martin's graph.
6-time Alicia.
The Big O, a 1971 NBA champ, a 1964 MVP, 12-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA selection, including 9 first-team, 6-time assist leader, second in triple-doubles with 181 in his career. University of Cincinnati legend. Kenyon was eyeing Oscar Robertson. So let's go over to Kenyon's draft war room. Kenyon, what do you think about Gil taking the Big O with the 28th pick in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft?
Who said I was eyeing Oscar Robertson?
They said you were scratching off as that pick was in.
Yeah, I scratched off everybody they picked.
Okay, just checking in with you. I'm merely here to host.
If I was going to pick Oscar, it would have been yesterday.
You would have done that yesterday?
Yeah.
So you were unfazed and unconcerned by Gil and Nick and Melly selecting Oscar
Yeah, they
Robertson.
hyped for no reason. All that excitement and shit. Like no, that was yesterday's picks.
You are always looking forward, moved on to day 2. Let's go back to Gil's draft war room. Gil, why was it important for you, or actually Melly, to select Oscar Robertson with the 28th overall pick?
You want to explain, Gilbert?
What?
You want to explain my pick?
Oh.
You don't like it?
Who?
You don't like my pick?
Oh, no.
No, we love that.
No, we needed a guard.
And he could shoot, pass.
First triple-double guy, right? Y'all seen the stats, man. Come on, why are we playing? Right, I know we forget about the old school. But you forgot how dominant they were. So he was Westbrook before Westbrook. Shot a better percentage. So if we're going to go with a triple-double guy who can play the point and the 2, we're going with the Big O's.
Gil, have you changed your stance on older generation players? Previously, they received a lot of slander from you. Now it seems like you've embraced the Big O in that older generation. The Trailblazers, if you will.
Smart, baby. We smart.
Playing chess.
Man, I'm going to go get a shake or something, man. It's getting too easy.
Too easy.
It's too
You want to take a drink? Because This shit getting boring. Whooping ass like this.
Whooping ass and taking their.
Yeah, this shit getting boring, my dog.
Hey,
I'm sad. You see
this motherfucker.
Look, they all on the phone. They talking to nobody.
One took Wemby. Wemby is not even in the NBA 2K All NBA team. He ain't even ranked top 100.
You know it's over when your homies.
Hey, I know what y'all doing. Hey, I know what y'all doing. What y'all doing is y'all going to the current roster, looking at their names, right? And then you're doing probably, let's say Spurs all-time list, but y'all don't realize you're gonna have to put those guys in all-time everything, and then their rankings change. Yeah, so whoever's a 98 in today's game is not a 98 overall. But hey, good try though.
Look, they ain't even talking.
Good try.
Niggas just on the phone.
So Luka right now is a 98, but in all NBA he's a 96.
Ooh.
So he drops 2.
Let's go back to Rashad.
Can they hear me?
Yes, they can hear you, Rashad.
All that 99 shit, all that cool, man. But that shirt you changed into is still a 64, nigga.
He changed his shirt.
That motherfucker.
He changed his shirt.
Trying to change his shirt. That's a 64, nigga. You still get a 64 in your shirt. You should have just got a t-shirt, just threw a t-shirt on, my nigga. It's gonna affect your play down the line, my nigga. Like Oscar Roberts. That looked like the shirt Big O wore at the draft in 1964.
We on the island, baby. Hey, we on vacation.
Hey, that shirt looks like the same shirt Oscar Roberts.
I mean, look at this, man. Look, come on, man. I'm looking squat, man. Hey, you told me in summer you got your host Rito got a sweater and basketball shorts on.
Don't worry about Rito, man.
Here, he's gonna take his
Don't worry
hat off
about Rito, man.
with it.
Don't worry about Rito. Hey, they got a hat, sweater, and basketball shorts. Right? He think it's 11. Yeah, he think it's 11 p.m. going to the workhouse.
You see this shit's moving. It's cold in here.
Let's go back over to Brandon's draft war room.
It's a little bit of chilly in here, nigga.
Brandon, how do you feel about Gil taking the big O Oscar Robertson with the last pick of the 7th round, the 28th overall pick?
Oh, that's good. Good for him. We don't care.
We do. Brandon does not care.
We don't care. We trying to get it right. My bad. We trying to just get it right.
Okay, Brandon strategizing on his team. So that concludes the 7th round of the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft. Let's update everybody at home watching. So with the 25th pick, Rashad took Joel Embiid. With the 26th pick, Brandon took John Stockton. With the 27th pick, Brandon took Kawhi Leonard. He had back-to-back picks, taking Stockton and Kawhi Leonard. And with the final pick of the 7th round, the 28th overall pick, Gil selected the big O, Oscar Robertson. So now let's take a look at the teams as they stand currently. Gil has LeBron, KD, Tim Duncan, Magic, Kareem, Dirk in the big O. Brandon has Jordan, Jokic, Giannis, D-Wade, Hakeem, Stockton, and Kawhi. Kenyon, who's yet to make a pick in day 2, has Kobe, Shaq, KG, Carmelo, Jason Kidd, and Scottie Pippen. And Rashad has T-Mac, Steph, Wemby, Larry Bird, Vince Carter, James Harden, Bill Russell, and Joel Embiid. We have 3 more exciting rounds of action for you all out there. But before we move on to the 8th round, as a reminder, this show is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. If you appreciate this Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft, go ahead and download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use promo code GIL. You can get up to $250 in bonus cash and a special pick'em. But now, let us move on to the 8th round in the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft presented by Underdog Fantasy. Woof, woof. We are holding firm. I am doing both rounds. Did not pass it off to the deputy director. Took this role very seriously. We are not lazy. Okay, we work hard here at Gills Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Woo woo. So now it is the 8th round of the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft. Gil currently has the 1st overall pick in the 8th round, the 29th overall pick. So let's go back to Gil's draft war room. A little bit quiet right now. I think Gil and Nick have both gone to retrieve beverages. Nelly is running the show in the Gills Arena. Gil Arena's draft war room. Nelly. Interesting carpet you have on the ground there, Nelly. Nelly, can you please?
Can you hear me? No, they're coming.
Oh, they're coming right now.
Okay, you come here.
In the meantime, in between, here, Gil is back.
Hey, who picked the food, goddammit? Because I'm not even gonna lie. The shit we had yesterday was amazing, right? Today, they got macaroni cheese for, it looked like 2 people, and it's like 17 of us. Well, we supposed to take a spoonful? Like, what y'all doing down there? Huh? 7 chicken fingers, bro. That's what's wrong with y'all, man. Get your shit together, man. Look at this nice shit y'all got going on. Food display look like come on.
Man, they fucking up in the back.
And then Kenyon got all the liquor to himself. Everybody's scared to go get a bottle.
Kenyon does currently maintain full possession and control.
We over here struggling like nobody want to walk past Kenyon. Like that motherfucker might do whatever. Yeah, man, let me go ahead and take from whatever was yesterday.
Gil, we had delicious snacks. You snoozed, so you lost. Delicious chicken tenders, courtesy of Chick-fil-A.
Wait, are we up?
You are up, Gil, with the 29th overall pick, the first pick of the 8th round in the Gills Arena all-time player draft. You have about 3 minutes remaining to make your selection.
Oh.
Let's go over to Rashad's draft war room in the meantime, in between time. Rashad, did you have any problem with the food selection?
I don't know.
It's his house.
I think we scratch him off the draft board. We don't even take
Yeah.
Gil has multiple fridges with ample snacks.
We was going to pick him next, too. I'm really thinking about Gil.
Gil's done.
Gil has ample snacks in his residence.
Man.
Fruit roll-up, all types of goodies.
And the fact that he wore that little
Jolly
button
Ranchers.
up, I don't know, was that that looked like a Prince button up. Was that some shit? Yeah, that was one of them shits you wear that's like lavender. He got a lavender and silk.
The mint, the Lifesaver mints, I believe.
Yes.
The Caucasian version.
2.5.
It's time to move the fuck around, man. We about to win this shit. I'm telling y'all right now.
Rashad, are you still confident after 7 rounds that you have assembled the best squad so far in the Gills Arena all-time player draft?
For sure. We just gonna watch these dudes fuck up the rest of the draft, and then we're gonna pick up the pieces.
Okay, so you're going to watch them fuck up, pick up the rest of the pieces. Now let's move back over to Brandon's Tough Crowd draft war room. Brandon, you guys were very animated yesterday, very excited, very happy. You seem to be in a somber mood, or are you guys just in deep deliberation? I see DJ T-Mackey has made it to the draft war room, contrary to Nick's assertion that he was not here today.
Yeah, no. We just chilling. We trying to move some pieces around that make sense right now for us in our starting lineup. But this next pick at 31 and 37, 38, it's a lot of people still out there, so it just depends on how we want to move it around.
Okay. So we've asked the chat who has the best team after round 7, and we have a new first place vote getter. So Gil, Melly, and Nick Young currently in the lead with 43% of the vote. Kenyon has dropped down to second place with 34% of the vote. Kenyon is yet to make a pick in day 2, though. Still has 4 picks remaining. Rashad has jumped up to 13%. Brandon now at 9%. The chat seems to be more favorable of your guys' day 2 selections so far, but let's go back to Gil's draft war room to see if he's ready with the 29th pick in the Gills Arena all-time player draft. Okay.
You ready?
You guys are ready? Who are you taking with the 29th pick?
I can say it?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, drop it. Drop the mic on the motherfucker.
We are going with the logo of the NBA, Jerry West.
Jerry West.
Whoa. Hey! Look at him. Oh my God.
Oh my Lord.
Finals MVP ain't even win.
The logo, Mr. Clutch, Zeke from Cabin Creek, Jerry West, a 1972 NBA champion, 1969 Finals MVP, the only player in NBA history to win Finals MVP on the losing team. That's how many buckets he was delivering in that Finals L. 14-time All-Star, 12-time All-NBA selection, 6-time All-Defense. He was a scoring champ in 1970. 27 points per game for his career. Without a three-point line. Rest in peace to the legend, Jerry West. Let's see if we can get him his season tickets back.
R.I.P.
Said R.I.P.
Posthumously. Give that man his season tickets back posthumously.
Said R.I.P.
So, Gil, Melly, Nick, why was it important for you to take Jerry West with the 29th pick in the Gills Arena all-time player draft?
Because we needed guards. We needed guard play. We needed guys who can play 1, 2, so and that can shoot the ball. So Jerry West, even though they didn't have a three-point line back then, they have him shooting about 95%, right? So Steph is number 1, and then they have Ray Allen. They have Ray Allen number 2 at 98%. They have Jerry West sitting at 95%. So the Big O and Jerry West can go back from 1 and 2, and they very, very great scorers, and they play defense you know.
Okay, so the chat not necessarily feeling your pick. They are saying R.I.P. but L. So I think
that's what's up.
That's
what's up.
Not in there, netta. We asked the chat. Jerry West was a good pick, bad pick. 54% say a good pick. So the chat still rolling with you. Still have the majority vote in that Jerry West selection. Let's move over to Rashad McCants, draft war room. Rashad, how do you feel about Gil taking Jerry West
Wasn't even no 3-point
with the 29th pick?
You need people like me. So you can point your fucking fingers and say that's the bad guy.
Ain't even no
Rashad, you're not a bad guy, though.
What is he gonna do with Jerry
What's
West?
he gonna do with Jerry West? Jerry West has never seen a 3-point line in his life.
And he ain't got no white hoes.
He got fucking none.
They all 70, 80 years old. Well, who's coming to the game now?
Ain't nobody coming. It's done, man.
Come on.
Jerry's work all retired.
All retired work. What is Gil doing over there? He's letting Melly make his picks. What is going on?
Terrible.
Let's go back to Gil's draft war room. Gil, what do you have to say to Rashad's assertion that Melly is making all the picks?
I didn't want to tell them that I already had a simulation against Rashad's team. We beat him by 45.
Gil, we heard you talking to your live.
What?
You beat Rashad's team by 45 in your simulation?
No. What are you talking about?
Okay.
No, you can no.
We were ear hustling. We thought we heard something.
And all my 35 years.
We would never do nothing like that. We would never do nothing like that. We would never go. I would never go down there and then simulate a game and try to figure out who I need to be. I would never, ever
tell
do nothing like that.
Hey, Ronnie, put this team and that team together, Ronnie.
So we have some breaking news. We have some breaking news.
I didn't even want to put Brandon's team in there. Hey, I put Brandon's team in there. The game started laughing. Said no. The fans walked the fuck out. hey, I tried to do a simulation with Brandon's team.
The game started laughing.
Hey, the motherfucker said, "Oh hell no, get the fuck out of here."
So we have some breaking news from Sean.
The game started laughing. It's sick, bro. Hey, that nigga team in.
Hey, look. Go to break. Now you know Brandon's war room is fun. You got two people on the internet, one person eating.
That nigga said the game started. His homie want to laugh so bad. The game started laughing.
They got one person eating. Like shit, I might as well go ahead and get a meal out of this.
I want to play Brandon's thing. I put Brandon's team in again. The game started laughing.
We have some breaking news from Shams. He's reporting that it is obvious, sources tell The Athletic. Let's move over to Kenyon's draft war room. Kenyon, you have your first pick, day 2, the 30th overall pick. Kmart, we've seen you strategizing. We've seen you blowing O's with your cigar, hitting the medicinal pen as well, intermittently, giving us all a contact high, which we appreciate you for. Kenyon, you have the 30th overall pick in the Gills Arena all-time player draft. Who are you looking at right now with that 30th pick? What do you feel like your team needs to address?
Oh, I don't need to address shit.
Looking real good over here still.
Looking real copacetic over here, man. Like we just going the course, man. That's all, man. I ain't worried, man. They making some solid picks. I see the strategy that Gilbert is using. So
We on that page also, though.
yeah, I'm on the same page. So
Yeah.
with that said,
Another former teammate.
of mine.
Okay.
On his birth certificate, it says Allen Ezekiel Iverson.
AI coming off the board. Kenyon has selected Allen Iverson with the 30th overall pick. The chat was waiting very patiently for AI to be selected. 2001 MVP, 11-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA selection. AI was a 4-time scoring champ, 3-time steals leader, 27 points per game for his career. Kenyon, you've gone very heavy with your former teammates. You're taking Melo, you're taking Jason Kidd, now you're taking Allen Iverson. Why did you select Allen Iverson with the 30th overall pick?
Game changer, icon, bucket. We got dogs on my team, dog. Like
You have assembled a roster full of dogs, as you've pointed out.
Like it's, come on, man. This is art at its finest. This is like Picasso and fucking Rembrandt mixed together over in this bitch, man.
Rimcasso.
You know what I'm talking about?
So Kenyon, let's just recap your team. You made your first pick of day 2 with the 30th overall pick, selecting Allen Iverson. You also have Kobe, Shaq, KG, Carmelo, Jason Kidd, Scottie Pippen. A big move adding AI to this squad to help lead your second unit.
Oh, what? Wait till you see the next one.
We will wait patiently until we see the next one. Now let's go over to Mr. B, Brandon Jennings, Tough Crowd Draft War Room. Brandon, how are you feeling about Kenyon taking Allen Iverson with the 30th overall pick? You were sitting there with the 31st pick in your possession.
That's a good pick. He wasn't on our list, so that's good for his team.
Brandon, as Gil pointed out, your crew getting some nourishment, snacking during the draft.
You said what?
Said your crew was getting some nourishment during the draft. Gil pointed out some members of your crew were eating while the draft was going on. Is that just because you're comfortable with the next pick you're going to make? Or you got stress eating right now? What's going down?
Well, we need a shooter. So, obviously, we need a shooter. Like I said, I want to put Mike at the 1, Kawhi at the 3, Giannis at the 4, Jokic at the 5. Already got John Stockton coming off with Dwayne Wade and put Hakeem Olajuwon. So with this pick, we want to go with Ray Allen.
Ooh, Ray Allen, the 31st overall pick.
Yeah, we want Ray Allen to be at our 2 and start.
Jesus Shuttlesworth, the 31st over. So you said you were selecting Ray Allen. You want to move him to your starting lineup, you're thinking?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I have Jordan, Ray Allen, Kawhi Leonard, Giannis, and Jokic.
That is a very, very elite crew. I'll be real. Jesus Shuttleworth comes off the board with the 31st overall pick in the Gills Arena all-time draft.
Let's go.
What happened?
No, just recapping the pick. We see Rashad, Kenyon, and Gil all hard at work. Let's go back to Gil's draft war room right now.
Stop just going by the ranking, Gil.
Gil, how do you feel about Brandon taking Ray Allen with the 31st overall pick? He needed to address some shooting issues. You and Nick tried to clown him in day 1 for his lack of shooting depth.
Let's see what we gotta do like an Olympic.
The game won't even put that motherfucker in the game. They won't even put him in the game.
Just like on the Olympics.
He is ranked 94 overall. They
Like
won't
in
even.
the Olympics.
The nigga is probably 15 or 14. And so when they simulate the guy, he won't even get in the game.
It's Jesus though.
That he won't get in the game. He was Jesus when Jesus came out.
I know.
When you
still.
put Jesus against everybody, nigga, the nigga's normal ass person.
We know that, but we need Jesus just to have Jesus Shuttleworth.
Listen.
Let's go back to Brandon's draft war
He's
room.
the worst player on the team in 2K. So they won't even put the nigga in the game. So
He is going to play because it's my starting 5. It's my starting 5, so he is going to play. It's my team. Yeah, worry about your team. Worry about where you're going to put fucking Magic Johnson.
Yeah, you're gonna put Michael Jordan in.
Everybody going under.
Michael Jordan
2-3. We're going 2-3 on your shit. Let's play zone on this nigga.
You got D.
We're going to play zone on this nigga in 2K.
You can't play zone
That's how,
simulation.
Yeah. Fuck out of here.
You can't play zone.
Brandon, obviously you weren't feeling what Gil and Nick were saying yesterday. How confident are you in that Ray Allen pick, and how much do you think he's going to help your squad?
Well, we needed a shooter. So Ray Allen playing with Mike and Kawhi Leonard. I mean, and then we got, man. I mean, we needed a shooter. That's what everybody kept saying. We already got our 1 and 2 and our backup center, so now we need a 3 and a 4.
Okay. So you still have a few picks remaining in this draft. You will not be picking till the 37th pick. You have the 37th and the 38th pick.
Fly though.
Remaining.
Fly though. We look fly. Hey, we fly though. I ain't gonna front.
I'm not gonna lie. The bucket hats are very, 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 very
fly
bold.
though. Get the look. Don't forget.
A lot of people on the staff and crew are wondering when they will get blessed with their very own Tough Crowd bucket hat. just throwing it out there. But as always, Brandon, fashion icon, Tough Crowd legend, Tough Crowd University as well. Shout out to Brandon, his Tough Crowd crew, and Freedom the Dog, making his comeback after being unceremoniously murked by Rashad several weeks ago. We had the video. He's now back to life. But now let's go over to Rashad McCants' draft war room. Rashad, hard at work, near his whiteboard.
Hey, so this nigga said Michael Jordan playing the 1.
He got Jordan at the one. Passing it to Ray Allen.
Passing it.
He said passing it.
Passing it.
Passing it to Ray Allen.
Passing it to who?
Ray Allen.
Who? Michael Jordan passing it?
Michael Jordan passing it. What's wrong with this nigga, man? What the fuck you talking about?
All right, I'm gonna give y'all a hint. Let's play. What you call this shit? Scattergory.
I have not played categories. Heard it's an entertaining game, so we'll look forward to your hint, Rashad, as you get ready to make your 30-second overall
All right,
selection.
30-second pick. That's an N.
Okay.
That's an I.
Uh-oh.
This is a 6.
Okay.
This is a 6.
It's a 6.
This is a 6.
Okay, it is a 6.
And this is an A.
NI66A.
And these are explanation points.
Y'all know who we got.
Nigga! We taking Luka Doncic.
Rashad with the 30-second overall pick. NI66A. Luka Doncic. 5-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA selection, 5 first teams, scoring champ 2024, 29 points per game career average, EuroLeague champion and EuroLeague MVP. And as Rashad said, a certain word he likes to say every time he makes a long-range jumper, NI66A. Uh-oh. Rashad is doing a wardrobe change live at the Gills Arena all-time player draft. You saw the assortment of jerseys he had yesterday. He has now come out with the Luka jersey.
Got Luka in the house. King Luka.
With the uppercuts, stick and move. Let's go to Brandon Jennings, Tough Crowd Draft War Room. Brandon, how do you feel about
What is this nigga doing?
Rashad taking Luka?
Yo, what is this nigga doing? No, seriously. So this nigga, he got T-Mac, Bad Back Mac, Back Larry, fucking Vince Carter, fucking James Harden, and fucking Luka. I mean, cone work.
Brandon, you are not feeling the Luka Doncic selection
Nigga ain't
by
got
Rashad.
nobody, can't play a lick of defense.
Rashad, you are flexing at Brandon. What do
We got Bill Russell.
Oh,
blocked and rebound.
He was playing against the mailman. He was playing against the mailman and the milkman. Get the fuck out of here. He ain't playing against no real niggas yet. Right. We'll take his ass back to slavery for real.
Okay, so who the fuck is John Stockton playing against, my nigga?
Real niggas.
Are you fucking serious?
Real niggas.
Shit out your mouth.
Real niggas. Niggas. Who was Bill Russell playing against? Nobody. Get the hell out of here.
John Stockton over yourself.
That shit up.
You picked John Stockton over yourself.
That's crazy.
John Stockton, the leading assist in steals and to lock that shit up.
You picked John Stockton
from the three-point line
over
in 2K.
yourself, Brandon.
Yeah, well, we know.
You picked John Stockton over Westbrook.
Of course, yeah. Of course. He's a better point guard than Westbrook.
Look at your homie. Your homie looking at you like, what is going on?
They're looking at you, Rashad.
We're trying to figure out why you got 5 guards that all play the same position.
Just worry about
all the
why I
niggas
got
play
a
the same
bunch of white
position.
niggas. I got white niggas for investors. We gonna be lit, nigga, with a bunch of snow bunnies from motherfucking Scandinavia, boy.
And Ronnie's gonna be mad about this shit.
Rashad going international with his approach.
Ronnie 2K, man, listen. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Let's check in with Gil in his draft war room. Gil, Nick, Melly, how are you feeling about Rashad taking Luka Doncic with the 32nd overall pick, the last pick in the 8th round of the Gills Arena all-time player draft?
Well, it's cool. You know, you need a European on his team. You know, I understand that. But our team is still the best. So
Okay.
I'm not worried.
Melly has spoken. Shout out to Melly Monaco, the Pineapple Show.
I know.
Gil on the phone with Ronnie 2K.
Hey, we done got a new member. Hey, we done another Brandon team. Hey, what's up, my dog? Hey, come here, dog. Hey, Brandon, yo, homie,
person, man.
And they say, I can't be out here DJing.
Hey, man, can I come with y'all?
Hey, man, this thing over here tripping, man.
Brandon, do you have members of your team trying to jump ship and join Gil's crew?
What happened?
Was there some strategizing going on?
He shot that. I seen that. He tried to throw us off a little bit.
You worry about us.
We just
shout
worry
out
about
Tough
us.
Crowd,
I mean,
shout
you
out
know.
Under Armour. Unconcerned. So let us recap the 8th round of the Gills Arena all-time player draft. So with the 29th overall pick, Gill selected Jerry West, the logo. With the 30th pick, Kenyon took another former teammate, Allen Iverson. With the 31st pick, Brandon selected Ray Allen to add some shooting depth to his roster. The 32nd overall pick, Rashad, took Mr. NI66A, otherwise known as Luka Doncic, on his squad. So let me just recap the teams as they stand right now. Gill has LeBron, KD, Tim Duncan, Magic, Kareem, Dirk, the Big O, and the logo. Brandon has Jordan, Jokic, Giannis, D-Wade, Hakeem, Stockton, Kawhi, and Ray Allen. Kenyon has Kobe, Shaq, Kevin Garnett, Carmelo, Jason Kidd, Scottie Pippen, and Allen Iverson. And Rashad has T-Mac, Steph, Wemby, Larry Bird, Vince Carter, James Harden, Bill Russell, Joel Embiid, and Luka Doncic. So shout out to the more than 21,000 of you that are currently in the chat right now. We know the draft tonight is going to be a hot pack of boo-boo, as we have previously stated. That's why you are watching the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. And with that in mind, please support the movement. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use promo code GIL. You can get up to $250 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. So now, ladies and gentlemen, this draft is almost done. It is shaping out nicely. It's been very entertaining. We appreciate all y'all rocking with us on this lovely Wednesday, hump day, if you will. Let us move on to the 9th round of the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft. Still a lot of premium talent left on the draft board. Bronny, still available. Sharunas Marshallonis, still available. Arvydas Sabonis, still lurking in the shadows, waiting to get selected. Manute and Bol Bol, still available. Mark Madsen, still available. Hollywood Ron Harper, still available. Eric Snow, still available on the draft board. We will see if any of those gentlemen get taken in this 9th round. So, Gil, you have the first pick in the 9th round. Your 5 minutes starts right now. Let's head over to Kenyon's draft war room in the meantime, in between time, while Gil is strategizing with Nick Young in his Sean Kemp Sonics jersey. But Kenyon, we see you looking at your draft board, still unfazed by anything going on in this draft? The Japanese whiskey is flowing.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I didn't took the readers off, man. Now I'm on vacation.
Oh, you are vacationing.
Yeah, I just kicked my feet up,
Yeah,
man.
we pretty much got this wrapped up.
Yeah, we got this in the bag, dog.
See the big bottle of champagne in the background, ready to get popped in celebration.
As soon as the draft, though, we're going to pop that.
Oh, so it's already a done deal.
It's going down.
All right, well, now let's go over to Rashad McCants' draft war room. Rashad, in addition to writing move around, you've also now put on the draft board, is it obvious? According to Shams and our chat, it is obvious, Rashad.
It's very obvious.
It's got to be obvious who our last pick is.
Who the basketball mind of the whole crew is. It's got to be so fucking
It's obvious.
That shit has got to be clear.
Is it the
I'm not
gentleman wearing
doing
the
this
crown?
shit for clout or who to say who has the best lineup. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. When this shit go into the simulator,
is it obvious? The other teams will be moving around. So
Ronnie
now,
2K, you should be ashamed of yourself, my man. You colluded in some real treacherous shit. Like, Gil's already tried to cheat me before.
Gil will always find a loophole. I remember prior to the first ever Gil's Arena Shootout presented by Underdog Fantasy, Gil actually went to the location where the contest was going to be held to test out those rims, get some shots up. Didn't let that be known until way too far in the process. Now he's revealed that he's been speaking with Ronnie 2K leading up to this draft, knowing that each team will get a 2K simulation.
How is it not the same, Josiah?
Same.
How is this not the same shit? You calling a motherfucker, who should I pick? Who should I pick? Man, get the fuck out of here.
No good, Gil.
Get the fuck out of here. What do you mean who you should pick? Do you know basketball or not?
Nah.
Our Underdog League officials are currently investigating for potential tampering, potential colluding. No word if Gil will be able to keep all of his draft picks after that investigation concludes. But we did ask the chat who has the best team after the 8th round. Kenyon back in the lead, 46% of the vote. Gil in second place still with 34%. Rashad holding firm at 12% of the vote. And Brandon currently at 8%. The chat is not necessarily an indication of what will happen with the 2K simulation, but right now the chat feeling Kenyon
that
squad.
shit is lit. What?
Now let's move back over to Gil's draft war room. Gil has the 33rd pick in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft.
I know, but they
Gil, what are you guys thinking at 33?
We get the spot of shooter though.
They're gonna sub in to put him in what, 1 minute, 2 minutes?
Who we passing to?
Like you gotta think. Go to a video game stat and look at the 15 to 14 person. Right, they only get 2-3 minutes. So I don't give a fuck what you think.
The White Mamba, Brian Scalabrine.
He can be the best shooter in the
available.
world.
Thank you.
If he's ranked 15th on the team, how many minutes is the game gonna give him? 2 minutes.
Austin Reeves, Lemon Daddy,
So that
Papa de
nigga might get
Limon,
1-3 up.
still
Y'all
available.
on us?
Nigga, we need to go young. Let's go young.
Nick Young?
We gonna have the youngest nigga available.
Let's go Ant-Man.
Or Trey.
You don't want to go Ant? Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum,
Jaylen
NBA
Brown
champion.
just won a Finals MVP. That motherfucker shit ratings up there like that.
1 Finals MVP, 2-time All-NBA. His stats matter. You going against
Nigga,
niggas.
the Olympic team had motherfucker.
You got dudes that has 14 All-NBA teams.
The Dream Team.
As
They
the
had
chat has pointed out, Josh Giddey, still available.
Chris Muller was first all team. He was first NBA All.
Did he start though?
Hell yeah.
No, he didn't start with.
But he was first team All NBA that year.
So still, they had a shooter.
No, yeah, he was small, but he was all first team All NBA.
LA legend, Baron Davis, still available
He was
on
in
the
front
draft
of
board.
Dominique. He was first team. 92, nigga. He was first team All NBA. He wasn't third team.
Shoot for it.
He was first
Shoot
team.
for it there. Shoot for it there.
Back.
Shoot for it there, motherfucker. I'm tired of this shit. And shoot for it there, motherfucker.
The Black Serbian, DeAndre Jordan, still on the draft board.
Make this shit. If you make it, I'll shut the fuck up. If you make it, I won't say another word. Don't do like you did in Cleveland, though. You know you missed some free throws. Let me do that. Hold on.
Nick using the LeBron tactic to try and phase Gil out as he attempts a free throw. The pick on the line.
Therapy for shit like this.
This pressure.
Ooh, Gil.
God damn, man.
Art imitating life.
Hey, you got two. Hey, nah, y'all didn't see shit. Hey, y'all didn't see a guy.
Art imitating life.
My therapy told me do it twice.
Nick patted Gil on his chest, similar to what LeBron did.
Thank you. Yeah, okay, we good.
Gil has redeemed himself, 1 for 2 with the bank shot.
Hey, it was almost.
The bank is always open.
They almost had me. Brown almost had me again.
Drop the bomb on the motherfucker there. Who we going with? Go ahead and say it.
Gil, before you pick.
You want me to do it?
Before you pick, Gil, Kiki Vanderway, still
You want me to
available in
do
the
it?
Gil's Arena all-time player draft. Ronnie Cycli, still available.
Want me to do it?
Brent Price, still available.
Yeah. How did he do it?
So right now,
He did this.
right now we have 3-point guards, shooting guards. So we good there. You know, we can go Magic, Big O. We can go Jerry West Magic, Big O West. Right? We got one center forward. Then we got 2 forward centers. Right? With Kareem, Duncan, and Dirt. We got 2 small forwards, power forwards, with LeBron and Durant. So we need another small forward.
No. We need a shooting guard, small forward.
Huh?
Ain't that what he is?
Who?
He's a shooting guard, small forward.
Gil, your time is up. We need your selection.
Shooting guard, small forward.
Gil, we need the pick.
Dude, the nigga, come on, man. They both named Irving.
Hey, we're gonna go with 4-time MVP Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan. Cue it with the fro. They called him a doctor.
Julius Irving. Dr. J. Dr. J. NBA legend.
Stats, nigga.
NBA champ, 2-time ABA champ. The ABA, obviously, a lot of the innovation that we see in the NBA today, thankful for the ABA for that. 1981 NBA MVP, 2-time ABA MVP, 16-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 5-time All-ABA, one of the greatest afros in the history of the sport. Gil, why did you select Dr. J with the 33rd overall pick?
Hey, I missed Jordan with the first pick, right? So I got his cousin.
Cannot confirm or deny they're related.
Dr. J, right? He was the smoothest man around.
Man, we need a doctor.
Right? Hey, listen, they said before TV came, you had to go to the arenas, and they said when Dr. J pulled up, man, he was a rock star. They said that the orange aura used to follow that man.
He kept penicillin on him.
The work of the 60s and 70s. The work of the 60s and 70s, very fond of Dr. J.
Dr. J got to be right behind him.
He doctors with the doctor owner Z-Pack. He had that Z-Pack for you.
No, they ain't had them back with this. They had Z-Pack back then.
Okay.
They ain't had that back then. They probably had some. They had probably
straight penicillin.
Penicillin, cocaine. Yeah, that should cure everything.
Cannot confirm or deny if cocaine cures everything. Let's go to Brandon's draft war room, the Tough Crowd draft war room. Brandon, what do you think about Gil selecting Julius Erving with the 33rd pick, the first pick in the 9th round of the Gil's Arena all-time player draft?
That was a good pick. He was on our list. We were just talking about getting him, especially somebody that can come off the bench. But nah, man, that was a good pick. That was good for Gilbert.
Good for Gil. Now let's head over to Kenyon's draft war room. Kenyon still unfazed, glasses on. Hard at work deliberating on who his next pick will be. Kenyon is the holder of the 35th and 36th overall pick, so he'll be picking right after Rashad, who has the 34th overall pick. Kenyon, how you feeling about your squad, and what are you looking ahead to with those back-to-back picks you have after Rashad makes his pick at 34?
Man, this shit is a breeze.
Can you confirm me once again that this shit is a breeze?
I'm talking about. No, it is. Yeah, they making some solid picks. They are. I'm not here to shit on nobody's team, but what we doing over here is next level.
Even with the 2K strategy.
Like even with the 2K strategy that we doing, that we didn't implement it. Looking
after you found out about it.
After I found out, looking at the all-time ratings, shit, I'm holding my own over here.
Okay.
Listen, GM, hey, we got this brain trust thing, man. We've been at this shit a long time, dog.
So unfazed by any of the other teams currently constructed.
They solid though. Look, I'm saying they mid. I'm saying they mid pack.
Some of them was on our list, definitely.
Yeah. Some of them players we would have grabbed if they would have
Oh wow! Let's keep this thing moving, Kanan. Producers want you to know Christian Leitner still available. Shane Battier still available on all draft boards.
Yo, he might be next, Josiah. I might pick Christian Leitner next.
Greg Ostertag also available. If you need a big, bulky Caucasian to fill out your roster. Now let's move on to Rashad's draft form. Rashad, you have the 34th overall pick in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft. See on the whiteboard it says move around. See that it says is it obvious, underlined 2 times.
Hey, listen. Hold on. These old niggas need to get it in their mind, right? That you gotta move from A-track to cassette tapes. From cassette tapes to DVDs. From DVDs to USBs. From USBs to downloads. I don't think these niggas ready to make the transition.
Yeah, they got all the old niggas.
They stuck in the past.
They got the 8-track niggas?
These niggas is tripping.
They got the 8-track dudes, man.
They think this shit is
trash.
Now listen, I think we got some potential.
We got one more pick. I know you're not gonna like it.
The chat wanted me to point out Master P still available.
I know you're not gonna, but listen to this. Imagine we pick.
Hell no. Hell no.
He the best player available.
He not even the best player on his team.
No, he the best player on his team for real.
Fuck nah.
He the best player available.
Hell no.
Man, we gotta pick him.
There's a better nigga on that team.
No, there's not.
There's a better nigga than him.
No, there's not. He the best on his team for real. Pick him. I'm telling you, make the call. He the best player available. Make the call, man.
Rashad, you have about a minute and a half remaining to make your selection.
All right, man. I'm being pressured.
Best available, man. Make the call.
What, he got like a 97?
He got like 59 badges. It shows you the game is broken. He ain't that good for real, but in the game he good.
All right, fuck it.
Rashad, let me pick up the phone. Gil's Arena all-time player draft.
All right, man. Listen. Y'all light-skinned niggas piss me off. You know that?
We apologize for that, Rashad.
I'm gonna fuck. I'm gonna fucking pick that light-skinned nigga from Boston, Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum. Ooh. Jason Tatum, 34th overall in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft. Rashad had to go light-skinned with this pick.
Let's go!
Heard some debate amongst you whether or not he was the best player on his team. Rashad, you've had some opinions during the postseason leading up to the championship. Is Jason Tatum the best player on the Boston Celtics currently?
Currently? Yeah, that was the question?
Yes, that is the question.
Who won the Finals MVP?
Finals MVP went to Jaylen Brown, who also won the Eastern Conference Finals MVP.
Okay.
He best in the game, though. He the best in the game,
He's the best scorer on the team. He's a good scorer. He does. He's one-dimensional, though.
So, Rashad, you have now registered your last draft pick. You have completed your squad. So I'm going to read your squad to you. You have Tracy McGrady, Steph Curry, Wemby, also known as Wamba Wamba, Larry Bird, Vince Carter, James Harden, Bill Russell, Joel Embiid, Luka Doncic, and Jason Tatum. Your final pick in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft. How confident are you in the 10 players that you've assembled?
Nanny boo boo. Nanny boo boo. You niggas never played 2K before, have you? Boy, y'all don't got a goddamn chance in hell, boy. And we done simulated all the simulations, nigga. Ronnie 2K can't save none of you niggas. Who the fuck Allen Iverson gonna guard? He too little out there, boy.
Kenyon would like to know who is going to guard Allen Iverson.
Man, we got Bill Russell and them out there. He's shooting layups, nigga. You would push him to the hoop. Push him to the hoop.
Push that little kid to the hoop, man.
You know we got playbook shit on the game. We can say force it to the lane, run them off the line, that type of shit. Yeah, we know what we doing. We real gamers. Like we really got our own controllers.
Run him off the line and watch what he's about to do with what Kenyon wanted to relay to you, Rashad.
Self-check.
Run him off the line.
How confident are you in your squad, Rashad, now that your roster is complete?
Oh, no. We solidified it, man. Like I said, you can see the new trademark slogan for the world.
Is it obvious?
Yes. Everyone's going to be saying this along with this, right? If you don't know that it's obvious, you can fucking move around. And if you don't want to do either one, you end up in the body bag.
Gil's face knocked off of the body bag with extreme force. Body bag hanging in the background. Used to have the face of Gilbert Arenas on it, which has now been removed. So, Rashad, we asked the chat to grade your team. 17% gave your team an A. 34% gave your team a B. 34% gave your team a C. 16% gave your team a D grade. How do you feel about the chat's response?
Hey, C's pass.
C's do get degrees. C's get degrees.
C's get degrees.
That is
and
fair.
usually it's them C motherfuckers that start inventing shit and you got to start working for me. So I don't give a fuck about how it all really work out on the A-B side. It's the C plus that get you through.
Yeah, that is very, very true. Well, Rashad, we'll be checking in with you periodically throughout the rest of the draft. Now let's move on to Gil's draft war room quickly before we get to Kenyon, who has back-to-back picks. Gil, how do you feel about the team that Rashad has assembled? Are you concerned at all about going head-to-head with him?
Hey, man. Wait, you said go head-to-head with his team?
Are you concerned at all about Rashad's team in the 2K simulation?
Let me try this again. The best player in 2K overall is Michael Jordan. We don't have him, right?
Does not have him.
All right, second best player in 2K overall is LeBron James. Who has him?
Gil, you selected LeBron James with the first overall pick in the Gills Arena all-time.
Okay, so the third best player in 2K overall is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Who has him?
Gil, you have also secured Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with one of your draft picks.
Okay, the fourth best player in 2K overall is Magic Johnson. Who has him?
Gil, as Kenyon's pointed out, you were cutting to his time. You also have Magic Johnson as well, though.
Okay, so the fifth best player overall in all 2K is a guy named Dirk Nowitzki. Who has him?
Gil, you have also secured Dirk Nowitzki, the first pick in day 2.
And then the sixth best player in 2K is a dude named Tim Duncan. Who has him?
Gil, you also have Tim Duncan on your roster.
Okay, so I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you think I'm worried about Rashad McCants?
Where's Vince Carter at?
Vince Carter?
Yeah, where's Vince at over there?
In 2K overall?
Yeah.
That nigga's like 50 or 40 something.
Oh, okay.
They go, I don't know if they realize that it's not today. Like they're 98 today, but when you put them against overall players, they would drop to like 93. So Jokic is 98, but overall he is a 97. So he drops one. We're not. One day we're not. He has a dude on his team that's not even ranked top 100 in overall 2K. He thinks he can put his own plays in. No. That's not how his simulation works. I don't think they've simulated it. Because if they did, they would not have went with guys who are one All-NBA one team and All-Stars one time. Because the game is not going to let them outplay a dude who has 14 All-Stars.
He playing against his homie.
Yeah, he playing against his friend.
Like,
I'm going to put Wimby at the point. Okay.
His homie last win.
I'm going to put Michael Jordan at the point. All right. Okay, let's see how that works.
Hold on, I'm getting a call from Rashad. Rashad has hung up the phone.
Hey, man. I know everybody that's listening to this shit. Y'all be listening to Gil talk like he never played a video game before. Like, this shit is absurd. This nigga just ran down a bunch of stats.
He got Jerry West, Magic Johnson, and Oscar Robertson.
Bro, are you serious? In 2K?
In 2K?
Then he's talking about we ain't simulate this shit when 2K really literally run plays. You don't get the freestyle. The computer don't freestyle.
At all.
They don't do the moves. Nigga, it's run a play, hit a shot.
The only team we scared of is ours, nigga. That's it.
Bro.
Rashad is only scared of his team.
Like I said, he let Melly pick all his motherfucking picks. I guess, I don't know. Listen, we got to do better.
Rashad, we have to do better, but let's go over to Kenyon's draft war room. Kenyon has the 35th and 36th overall picks. So Kenyon, at 30, you took Allen Iverson, your former teammate. You now have back-to-back picks. You were unfazed by your team. You've been hanging out this entire time, very emotionless with every other pick that's gone on, feeling no threats. Any idea who you're looking at for 35 and 36?
Oh, we got a great idea.
Great idea.
Okay.
Would you like to know? Would you like to know, Josiah?
Can we pick
I would love to know. The chat would love to know. We would all love to know.
I was reading the chat. Somebody said I'm over here practicing jump shots.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we over here practicing jump shots.
What's that sound?
Hey, splash.
Uh-oh.
Splash.
It's one of the brothers.
Splash.
Uh-oh.
Half of that.
Yeah, number 35.
You know what I'm talking about, man.
I'm very aware.
4-time NBA champion, as he like to keep reminding people. Sharpshooter. I'm going with Klay Thompson.
Kenyon has selected Klay
And he play on the other side of the ball. So
with the 35th overall pick in the Gills Arena all-time player draft. Klay, a 5-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA selection, both of those being third team. 2019 All-Defensive Second Team selection. 6th all-time in career three-pointers made with 2,481. Kenyon, why did you think that Klay Thompson would be a good addition for your squad?
Just need some shooting, man. I got scores. I got bigs, people who you got to double team. Got Jay Kidd who got eyes in the back of his head. He passed the ball to anybody in his spot. So, yeah, man. And he play on both sides of the ball. He can guard the point guard, he can guard the 2, he can guard the 3. And they're a sharpshooter. So, why not go with Klay Thompson in this spot?
We respect the decision. Now let's go over to Brandon's Tough Crowd Draft War Room. Brandon, what do you think about Kenyon taking Klay Thompson 35th overall in the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft?
I like it. I thought he was going to pick Ray Allen, so Klay Thompson was definitely on our board too. Because we both needed shooters. So, but no, Klay's legit. I mean, he's a sharpshooter, and like you said, he has a bunch of scores. So, I like the pick. To me.
So how are you feeling about your squad compared to all the other crews, teams that they've assembled so far?
I like my squad. I think my squad is very balanced. These next 2 picks are going to be some very good picks for us for our bench because we need, we need like a shooting guard, small forward, or a power forward, or center. So trying to see right there.
Looking around at all the other teams that have been assembled by the rest of the Gills Arena crew, which one of those teams is the least hostile in your opinion?
We're not really too worried about Gil's team. It's more Kenyon than anything. More Kenyon, because I like the way he balanced his team. Like, he picked a team, like a real team. So, and everybody plays their position. So it's more Kenyon.
All right, well, now let's head over to Gil's Draft War Room.
They don't have enough
Check in on Gil, Nick, Melly. Gil, how do you feel about Kenyon selecting Klay Thompson?
He already picked him, right?
That is literally the question I just asked.
Don't say nothing. Just look at the camera. Just look at the camera.
Nick and Gil very standoffish right now.
No, I mean,
Melly as well.
Don't even say nothing. Let's just look at the camera. Let's give him a look.
We can hear him.
Nick, can you say that you're a remedial? They can hear you on the microphone. Delulu, as you said earlier.
You're going to set your players' minutes?
Cleveland High School, man.
Now taking shots at Cleveland High School and their educational standards. Which,
Wait, Kobe AI, why does he have him?
All right, well, let's move back over to Kenyon's Draft War Room. Kenyon, you have the 36th overall pick as well. You selected Klay Thompson,
So who is it on
35.
Let me see that.
Who are you looking at with your 36th overall pick?
Out of the 2. Penny and Anthony Ellis. So I'm having a hard time over here, man. And listen, man, this shit is.
If we flip the coin, flipping the
I gotta flip a coin.
You have to flip a coin. Sometimes it bees like that.
That's the new age.
All I have is big face 100.
Penny.
But if you have a coin.
So I got one. So what do we?
You can flip one of these $100 bills.
This is a tough one here, man, because.
You call it.
So we're going tail.
The chat wants you to know that Jimmer Fredette is still available.
Okay.
So this is the flip of the coin, and let me see what you got. Oh yeah, this is the bet. Yeah, I can see this.
We have located a coin for Kenyon to flip.
Same.
Okay.
Same. So we're gonna flip this coin, and it is tails.
Tails never fails.
So that pick would be Anthony Edwards, ladies and gentlemen.
Who is it? You say Ant-Man. Anthony Edwards, selected with the 36th overall pick in the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft. Ant-Man, 2-time All-Star, All-NBA second team in 2024, All-NBA first team. Absolute dog. Send a video if you have it. So, Kenyon, why did you decide on Ant-Man with the 36th overall pick?
It was a coin toss.
Okay. And I'm not going to ask who you were picking between. I'll wait till the end of the draft.
I could tell you right now.
I told you about the first coin.
I told you. I could tell you right now. It was Penny. I was torn between taking Penny, like an old school dog point guard #1 pick that third, or a young animal in Anthony Edwards. So
He has to the dog quality.
yeah, I had to. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I don't. self-explanatory for my squad. If you're looking at the totality of what we're doing over here.
So, Kenyon, your last 2 picks, Klay Thompson, Anthony Edwards. You needed a young dog on the roster to balance out some of the old heads, but go ahead and taking Ant to close the 9th round of the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft. Let's go over to Rashad McCants' draft war room. Rashad, what do you think about Kenyon selecting Klay Thompson and Anthony Edwards with the 35th and 36th overall picks?
Brandon, I am your father. You are my son. And picking Klay Thompson, that's a desperation move, for sure. He had nobody else to pick. And then he settled for Ant Edwards because it looks the best. These guys are drafting off what it looks like, and it's just gonna look like a dead body to me.
Still looking like a dead body in your opinion.
They're gonna be walking around like Daft Punk'd. This is one of the Daft Punk helmets that Kendrick Lamar was talking about.
Ooh. In your possession.
Headshots.
Oh. Got deep there. We really appreciate it. Shout out to Rashad, Move Around Podcast. Let's head over to Gilbert Arenas' draft war room. Gil, what do you think about Kenyon selecting Klay Thompson, Anthony Edwards with 35th, 36th overall picks in the Gills Arena all-time player draft?
How many minutes will they put Ray Allen in when he's ranked 94?
Man, y'all see this shit, man?
Look at that, man.
Hey, he came on up.
They left, man. Look at that, man.
Hey, first
They all. Why y'all keep coming over here?
Oh man.
What happened?
Hey man.
What y'all want?
I give up, Gil. I give up.
What y'all want? What do you want?
Thoughts on Kenyon selecting Klay Thompson, Anthony Edwards with 35th, 36th pick? Are you threatening?
Yeah, we already said Klay. Yeah, Klay. Yeah.
Good job, man. You did a good job.
As of the All NBA selection, I think Klay is ranked. I mean, the worst player on the game will be at this point Wemby, because he's not ranked. Wait, someone pick someone that's not even in the game. Did someone pick Reggie Miller?
Reggie Miller not been picked, still on the board, as is Rick Smith, Dale Davis, Antonio Davis. Haywood Workman, still on the draft board.
Oh, no one picked Charles Barkley, right?
Charles Barkley still available on the draft board.
Okay, yeah, you can't pick them. They're not even in the game, so they won't even get subbed the fuck in.
Not in the game currently.
The game won't even. They can't even pick.
McCants up here arguing with his homie. Why you go up there and talk to them?
They won't even pick.
Good, we appreciate you.
Whose pick is it?
We are moving on to the 10th round game, but before we do, let's recap the 9th round for all of our fans out there watching at home. So with the 33rd overall pick, Gil, you took Dr. J. With the 34th pick, Rashad took Jason Tatum. With the 35th pick, Kenyon took Klay Thompson. Kenyon also had the 36th pick, which he used to select Anthony Edwards. So let me recap these teams for you before we move on to the final round in the Gills Arena all-time player draft. Gil has LeBron, KD, Tim Duncan, Magic, Kareem, Dirk, the Big O, the Logo, and Dr. J. Brandon has Jordan, Jokic, Giannis, D. Wade, Hakeem, Stockton, Kawhi, and Ray Allen. Kenyon has Kobe, Shaq, KG, Carmelo, Jason Kidd, Scottie Pippen, Allen Iverson, Klay, and Anthony Edwards. And Rashad, whose team is complete, has T-Mac, Steph, Wemby, Larry Bird, Vince Carter, James Harden, Bill Russell, Joel Embiid, Luka Doncic, and Jason Tatum. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is the moment of truth. Let's move on to the final round of the Gills Arena all-time player draft. This is round 10, the final round. All the teams will be assembled after this round is complete. We'll see what moves the rest of our GMs have in store. As we mentioned, Rashad has already picked his full team. Kenyon, Brandon, and Gil still have picks left on the board. So now the first pick in the 10th round of the Gills Arena all-time player draft goes to Brandon Jennings. Brandon, you are on the clock. And Brandon, you also have the 38th pick via your trade with Gil. Gil surrendered the 5th and 38th picks for Brandon's 14th and 15th picks in a trade that was made in day one of the Gil's Arena all-time player draft.
No, right. So
Brandon, intently working with his crew. Brandon, how you feeling about these back-to-back picks you have to solidify your roster?
Yeah, these are last picks, so we want to go with something that makes sense. We kind of want to spread the floor a little bit in the second unit. Who? He can go to the four. All right, so our first one, we all agreed on it. Our first one, we want to go James Worthy.
James Worthy, big game. James Worthy, selected with the 37th overall pick, the first pick of the 10th round in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft. Brandon, why did you select big game James Worthy with the 37th overall pick?
Because that's Michael Jordan's friend. No.
North Carolina legends.
North Carolina legends. But I mean, that's big game James.
With the goggles.
Keep it Laker game.
Vicious post game.
Laker game.
Lakers #1 overall pick. Believe because the Cavs owner was smoking crack and traded away his #1 picks.
It'd be Stockton,
James Worthy.
Big game.
Acquired via janky trade with the Cavs.
Hakeem.
And I believe that's the reason now that NBA teams cannot trade back-to-back first-round picks in any 2 years.
Yeah, we want to go.
Oh.
Are you ready again?
You are ready again, Brandon? Yeah, if you're ready to go, let's get it.
We want to go Elgin Baylor.
Elgin Baylor. Ooh. The inventor of what is now known as the Euro step had that move gentrified by the Euros. People will not talk about it. Shout out to Elgin Baylor. Shout out to Genuine. Real name Elgin Baylor Lumpkin. Elgin, heavy in the Washington, D.C. area. Much love and respect in his time. I did a video on him. He's a legend. Served in the Army during his career. Used to get buckets during the week, go to the Army on the weekend to serve our country. Elgin Baylor, a true legend, fine American. Also was GM of the Clippers during the Donald Sterling era. Donald Sterling, a certified Squeenie, as we all know, for those that have watched clips. So Brandon, James Worthy, two former Lakers, back-to-back with the 37th, 38th overall pick. James Worthy, Elgin Baylor. Elgin Baylor may not get the love he deserves from the chat. Pull up some YouTube highlights. Look at what he was doing in the 50s and 60s. The shit was witchcraft back then. So, Brandon, how are you feeling about those two picks?
Feel good, man. Got two Laker Hall of Fame, two Laker legends back-to-back. Be able to spread the floor and run. So, yeah, man, I'm happy, man. I think we got a balanced team. We'll start Mike at the 1, put Ray Allen at the 2, Kawhi Leonard at the 3, Giannis, and then Jokic at the 4 and 5. And then, our second unit, we're just going to run.
Okay, Brandon, I respect the picks. I hear Kenyon is laughing from his draft room, which is a stone's throw away from me. Kenyon, what do you think about Brandon selecting James Worthy, Elgin Baylor with the 37th and 38th overall picks in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft?
They the same player. And he playing Mike at the 1.
But they're not starting with Mike.
They will round out Brandon's roster.
And did he say he think that I was gonna pick Ray Allen?
Yeah.
Nigga, you pick Ray Allen.
I know. I know. Because you had to pick before me.
Yeah, but you picked him way before me.
He thought he was going to pick. We also heard some laughter coming from.
No, I picked him at 31.
We heard some laughter coming from Gil and Nick's draft war room. Let's go over there now to see what is so.
Wait, that was his last pick?
Yeah.
Those were Brandon's last two picks.
He said, they told Ken he should have picked Ray Allen. That's how he know he crazy right now. He said, I thought Kenyon was going to pick Ray Allen with this pick. I said.
Wait, hold on, Doc.
No, don't do this. Don't do it.
No, I don't. So,
No.
So John Stockton is the point guard.
Yes.
When they sub him out, whoever they sub in won't track right.
James Worthy is the point guard now.
He said, I need shooting out of James Worthy. That nigga couldn't shoot.
Nigga said, spread the floor. I got James Worthy to place the floor out.
Hey, man, James Worthy was the 4th best player on his team.
A dominant squad, though, in NBA
Hey, man, you might as well just pick Draymond Green.
Nigga said, hey, man, I got James.
I got James Worthy, man. He a bona fide Hall of Famer, man. That nigga, hey, the game probably when he put him in the game.
I came in and he said, James, I said, oh, he talking about you.
LeBron James?
He said, nah, I nigga pick James Worthy. I said, man, hell no.
They out of all, not Karl Malone, not the power forward, not Charles Barkley, not people who were stars, Chris Webber, Blake Griffin, you picked the fourth option?
They quit, bro. They quit. And then they just, hey, man, they ain't even here no more. They ain't even here.
And then picked Elgin Baylor. That shit, you could have did some respect, pick Elgin Baylor first.
He at the workhouse right now. He ain't here right now.
Let's go back to Brandon Jennings, draft war room. Brandon, how do you feel about Nick and Gil yet again clowning one of your picks?
Gonna be getting the ball like that.
He the only one talking to Ronnie. They just loud and laughing. Nobody's laughing but them.
Ronnie don't even know about his own game.
That's a fact. That's a fact. He don't even know about his own damn game.
He should have texted me. I need to spread the flow.
Y'all should have known.
He said, I need to spread the flow. James Worthy. Like, wait.
They show James like this. Look at James gonna spread the flow like this.
So, Brandon, your squad.
Hey, Brandon, you should have just came in here and looked at anybody who can spread the flow.
Brandon out here like this. Hey, man.
Gil did not make his draft board available to all the other contestants. The only person with numerous LED numbers in his draft board. The only person with a direct line to Ronnie 2K.
Ain't no damn way.
In this Gil's Arena all-time player draft. Brandon's team is now complete. I will read that team for you. You got MJ, Jokic, Giannis, D. Wade, Hakeem, Stockton, Kawhi, Ray Allen, James Worthy, Elgin Baylor, rounding out Brandon's squad. Now, let's move over to Kenyon's draft war room. Kenyon has the 39th overall pick in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft. Kenyon, what are you looking at with your final pick in this all-time player draft?
Oh, shit.
Flipping coins still.
Yeah, I'm still flipping coins. That one failed, but I was over really flipping coins to see who I was going to take for this, my last and final pick in this first annual Gil's Arena draft presented by Underdog Fantasy.
Woof, woof. Woof,
woof. Since we going 2K thing and it's ratings and certain things and players and all-timeness, right?
And we need another big.
Yeah, and the chat is pretty smart, actually.
Yeah, they calling it.
So they were right on the long lines of the thinking of the room. So the brain trust in the room agree with the chat that I need a big. So with that said,
The best big left.
the best big left with the highest rating, top 10, is Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain finally comes off of the draft board. The chat felt that Wilt was disrespected not getting selected in day one. Wilt now the second to last pick in the first ever Gil's Arena all-time player draft. Wilt, two-time champ, 1972 Finals MVP, four-time MVP, 7-time scoring champ, 13-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA, 2-time All-Defense, 7th in career points with 31,419.
Read it, goddammit, read it all!
First in career work smackings with over 20,000.
Yes.
Put that on the list.
In his career. If you just do the simple math, that is a lot of time spent inside cheeks. But just it doesn't add up. 20,000?
Oh, that's numbers. The rest of that shit I believe, not that one.
The 20, yeah, just, still have not been able to locate Wilt's 100-point game film, despite all the other shit that we've been able to locate in the history of human civilization. No one has Wilt's 100-point game on video yet for us to see. But Kenyon, why did you take Wilt with the 39th pick in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft?
I definitely needed another 5-man on the rotation. I was torn between a certain big and Wilt. I won't say yet because somebody else got to pick. But yeah, no. So the whole 2K thing took I've been on here doing my homework and my research, and shit, Wilt in the top 10. So he's the only person in the top 10 that hadn't been picked yet. So if we're going by 2K ratings all time, this, that, and the third, and it don't get no better than Wilt Chamberlain to round out what I already have with Shaq and the rest of the guys, man. So it's a good fit.
Are you surprised that Wilt was still available at 39?
Yeah, these goddamn boys don't know what the hell they doing.
Yes, that would be the general consensus based on how some of this drafting is gone. So, Kenyon, we're going to get back to your team in a second. Let's head back over to Brandon Jennings, Draft War Room. Mr. B, we asked the chat to grade your team, and I will read the results. We have more than 2,000 votes. 8% gave your team an A, 21% gave your team a B, 35% of the chat gave your team a C, and a whopping 36% of the chat gave your team a D grade based on their basketball knowledge. How do you feel about the chat's response to you, not only today, but throughout the course of this entire Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft? Seems like you had some different strategies in place, chat not necessarily rolling, but how do you feel about the chat's response to your team?
I was just going off the 2K ratings, and then just the balance of how I play with certain players on the game, and then like what matched. Getting Mike and getting Jokic, that I feel like Jokic is the steal of the draft. He's the best big man in 2K in the game, and then you got the best player. So it was just about finding pieces that match their style of play. So, and that's just what it is.
As we know, the fan vote, one component of it, the 2K simulation, another component. How confident are you with your team in this 2K simulation going against all the other Gills Arena crew teams?
Once I'm able to, we can say who we want to start and who want to come off the bench, and then we'll see what happens there. But I like my chances.
All right, so now let's go to Rashad McCants' Draft War Room. Rashad, you've been hanging out, team complete. How do you feel about the other rosters now with Kenyon and Brandon's teams both complete? Gil holding the last pick in the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft.
I think that when you hear this, it's like a theme music now, right? It's theme music. It starts with a horn, like Sanford and Son, and then somebody be like, mustard on the beat. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
So you saying that you see dead people?
They not like us. Once upon a time, they was in the, yeah. We on that type of time. They ain't not fucking with us.
And thank you, Rashad, for singing a legally safe amount of the track without getting us dinged by the folks at YouTube. We appreciate you. So you have the body bags hanging throughout your draft war room. Do you see dead bodies now that this draft is near complete? Multiple? Yes. Multiple body bags. Whose body bag have you just revealed?
Size them. We need to size them. We need to put the toe tag orders in. Calling my sister, Larissa, Cemetery Larry's little sister. She's preparing the gravestones.
Gravestones being prepared.
Yeah. So it's gonna be nasty work. Brandon just surprised me with those last picks. It's been a lot of surprises. Gil talking to Ronnie 2K was not a surprise because you can't cheat me. You gotta beat me. Kenyon just thinking that his shit is just gonna fly just because he's picking fly niggas. That niggas gotta come play. And yeah, man, we got the Euros. You know who Euros is the heroes. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a lot of white women in bikinis at the joint. Like, we not really tripping on nothing.
The Euros are the heroes, and women in bikinis at the game.
It's called The Work. You gotta say it properly and say it all together. The Work.
The Work will be highly attending your game. Do you think that will benefit you in the 2K simulation with an abundance of work attending your games?
What? Have you never had work at your game?
Motivational.
You play better with the work.
Work is definitely motivating, helping teams get to success. But now let's move over to Gil's Draft War Room. Gil has the final pick. We're ending this draft much like we started it with a Gil pick. Gil, Nick, Melly, what are you feeling now with this final pick of the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft?
Oh, what happened?
Play our theme.
Hold on, we gotta talk to one of our associates.
Yeah.
He down in the trenches.
You have a trench associate that you need to consult with. The microphone pack has dropped on the floor. Melly remains in the room. Shout out to the Pineapple Show, Melly Monaco. Okay, we have some clock issues. We are waiting for Orwatch to plug up.
Damn.
Orwatch did not give us the countdown clock.
Yeah, he done ran over. Now he get a whole 5. Like, tell me this shit rigged without telling me this shit rigged.
First they ain't tell us it's 2K. Now they changing all the rules.
With the last pick, yeah.
So let's go to Kenyon's draft room while we wait for Gil to make his pick. Kenyon, are you not feeling the draft process? Are you going to file a formal complaint with the Underdog Fantasy?
Like, I'm gonna file a grievance, even though I'm kicking their ass. I'm still gonna file a grievance.
So you're going to take the dub and still file a grievance?
Yeah, absolutely.
The process.
Yeah, this shit is like, he ran over one time. He took 12 minutes to make one pick. The clock ran out. He was still fucking talking. Y'all didn't rush him.
Now he left the room to confirm outside sources.
Like what the? Then he calling Ronnie 2K, boy. Tell me this shit rigged without telling me that it's rigged.
Okay, it remains to see. We will launch a formal investigation based on your complaint. Now let's go back to Gil's draft war room. Gil has the final pick in the draft. Gil, the chat would like you to know that Popeye Jones still on the draft board.
All right, with the last pick. Do the honors.
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
With the last pick in NBA draft. We're on my boy.
Bronny James!
Yeah!
They took Bronny! They took Bronny! Gil took Bronny! They took Bronny! Bronny, no NBA stats yet. Gil, that confident with his squad, took Bronny James with the final pick in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft. Bronny yet to play an NBA minute or an accumulated NBA stats. Gil, do you feel like you have tanked your roster by adding Bronny at that 10th spot? Or are you so confident with the 9 players that you picked previously that the 10th pick did not even matter to you?
Hey, I was on the phone with Bron all night, and for me to get him in a 4-year deal, I was
He had to take Bronny.
His agent said he's not going two-way.
No two ways.
So we decided, since we have so much history on our team, we just needed to add some more, and what we had to do is put father and son.
And the way this draft been, it's been a little weak draft.
It's a little weak draft. Little weak draft. So we decided that we didn't even need our 10th pick. So we decided Bronny James.
Gil, so just so you know, there were black Suburbans circulating around the block. They have now left with this Bronny James pick. All is well. All is right. Gil took Bronny.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Hey, man.
So, Gil, that completes your squad. I will now read your team back to you. Here are the 10 players you selected. You took LeBron with the first overall pick, KD at 4, Tim Duncan, Magic, Kareem, Dirk, Oscar Robertson, the logo, Dr. J, and you ended your draft by selecting Bronny James with the 40th and final pick of the Gil's Arena all-time player draft. Oh,
Wop. Not fuck them up.
Hey, man, we can just throw away a trash. We can just throw it away, baby.
It's just out here.
So now we're going to take a look at some of the accolades from each of the different teams in this Gil's Arena all-time player draft. Gil, your team has 26 rings, 16 finals MVPs.
Wait, hold on. You said 26 rings,
16 finals MVPs,
16 finals MVPs,
19 regular season MVPs,
19 regular season MVPs,
31 All-Star game selections,
31 All-Stars,
131 All-Star selections.
What did you say? Wait, you said what?
131 All-Star selections.
131.
14 All-Star MVPs.
14 All-Star MVPs.
76 first-team All-NBA selections.
76 first team.
28. 28 second-team All-NBA selections.
28 second team.
9 third-team All-NBA selections.
Yeah, because we don't fuck with third team. 9 third team.
22 All-Defensive first-team selections.
22 All-Defense.
16 All-Defensive second-team selections.
16 All-Defense.
And 8 scoring titles.
Now
let's move on to Brandon. Brandon's team, 20 rings, 14 finals MVPs, 11 regular season MVPs, 97 All-Star selections, 8 All-Star game MVPs amongst his crew, 43 All-NBA first teams, 21 All-NBA second teams, 14 All-NBA third teams, 21 All-Defensive first team selections, 16 second team selections, 11 scoring titles. Now let's move on to Kenyon Martin. Kenyon, 23 rings on his squad, 6 finals MVPs, 8 regular season MVPs, 106 All-Star selections, 12 All-Star MVPs, 41 All-NBA first-team selections, 19 All-NBA second-team selections, 17 All-NBA third-team selections, 25 All-Defensive first-team selections, 16 All-Defensive second-team selections, and 16 scoring titles. Last but not least, Rashad McCants, 19 rings, 3 Finals MVPs, 12 regular season MVPs, 76 All-Star selections amongst his crew, 4 All-Star MVPs, 33 All-NBA first-team selections, 21 All-NBA second-team selections, 7 All-NBA third-team selections, 2 All-Defensive selections, 6 All-Defensive second-team selections, 10 scoring titles amongst your crew. Rashad, caressing the crown, nestled on top of his head, heavy as the head that wears it. So now, let's move on to our final recap. Here are all the teams that were assembled from our 4 participants during the Gills Arena all-time player draft. No, we can go with Gills team first. LeBron, KD, Tim Duncan, Magic, Kareem, Dirk, the Big O, the logo, Dr. J and Bronny. Brandon Jennings went with Michael Jordan, Jokic, Giannis, Dwayne Wade, Hakeem, Stockton, Kawhi, Ray Allen, James Worthy, and Elgin Baylor. Kenyon had Kobe, Shaq, KG, Carmelo, Jason Kidd, Scottie Pippen, Allen Iverson, Clay, Ant-Man, and Wilt. And Rashad had T-Mac, Steph, Wemby, Larry Bird, Vince Carter, James Harden, Bill Russell, Embiid, Luka, and Jason Tatum. So let's go to Gil's draft war room. Gil, a beautiful draft, beautiful event that you put together for all of us. Thank you for continuing to bless us with direct deposits and opportunities to create content for the masses. Why do you think you put together the best roster in our all-time player draft?
The numbers.
I mean, numbers are lie when you talk about just history, right? When you're talking about the best players that ever played this game, right? You're talking about, we do have the best point guard that ever played, right? We have the best small forward that ever played. We have the best power forward that ever played. We have the best center that ever played, right? And then from there, when you're talking about the logo, when you're talking about Oscar Robertson, it's hard to take away what they've done. So when you're trying to compare Oscar Robertson versus someone today, yes, today they're great, but when you put the whole body of work, since these guys haven't finished, they haven't finished their career yet, their stats don't even match up. They're not even close in today's algorithm, right? So, you know, especially for the game itself and just history itself, it's hard to say when you say who's the top 10 best players all the time, we're going to sit with 5 or 6 of them. So we can give away our 10, like, you got to remember, everything we did is all 9 picks. Now, if we would have added Carmelone's stats to ours, now you're talking about MVP, you're talking about more scoring titles, you're talking about more all NBA teams. We didn't even need those.
You did not need those, so you went with 9. You took Bronny to keep LeBron happy on your squad.
Yep.
So took LeBron first overall, took Bronny 40th overall. You felt strong with that 9 that you didn't even need.
Hey, father like son. Hey, man, listen, the draft is coming up, and we want to do it first. The first person to put Bronny in the draft, and the first person to put him with his father.
So the first, Gil has now made history, uniting LeBron with Bronny. LeBron had previously said it was his dream to be able to play with his son, had backed off of that stance. Gil said nay, we're still going to make it happen. Gil has LeBron and Bronny on his squad. Now, let's move on to Brandon. Brandon, how are you feeling about your roster?
I love my roster. I got the best player to ever play the game, and I got the best center to ever play the game that's on my team. So we locked that down. And then I got Giannis. That's probably the best player in 2K. So we locked that down. So I got 3 players, and then it was all about just building around them. And that's all I did. So while he's over there trying to get the best player at this position, the best player at the logo, that shit don't mean nothing. Like, just talking.
So I believe we have a full screen, Brandon, of your draft picks, if we have that ready and available. Here are Brandon's picks for the chat to see.
Yeah, we got Michael Jordan starting, Kawhi at the 2. I mean, Ray Allen at the 2, Kawhi at 3. Giannis 4, and Jokic at the 5. well balanced.
So you're comfortable with this squad. You feel like you've assembled a roster that will be dominant in 2K and be able to beat the other teams.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's better than Michael Jordan, so I guess we're about to see Mike lose for the first time, I guess.
Mike will be taking his first loss, according to Brandon, in the situation. So before we move on to Kenyon, let's take a look at some notables left on the draft board. Gill was not drafted in his own draft. Charles Barkley, Anthony Davis, Patrick Ewing, Paul George, SGA, Penny, Kyrie, Steve Nash, Paul Pierce, the Truth, S. Curl Legend out of Inglewood, Dominique Wilkins, Russell Westbrook, CP3, Yao Ming, Dennis Rodman, Isaiah Thomas, neither Isaiah Thomas selected in the Gills Arena all-time player draft, and David Robinson as well was not selected. So, chat, we want to know from you, who are you most disappointed to not see drafted in the Gills Arena all-time player draft? Let us know in the chat right now. Connie Hawkins was not drafted. Tony Snell did not get drafted in the Gills Arena all-time player draft for some apparent reason. Previously mentioned PJ Tucker, not drafted. Unfortunate turn of events. David Robinson, a glaring omission. The Admiral, not selected. But now let's move on to Kenyon. Kenyon, why did you feel like you've assembled the best all-time roster?
It's like the new age AAU shit, right? I can sub 5 in, 5 out. And don't miss a beat. So,
As far as well,
yeah, I don't have to change nothing up. I could just throw them out there, y'all go. And all the stats
Let's take a look at Kenyon's roster that he's assembled.
We got dogs over here, man.
We've got Kobe, Scottie Pippen, Shaq, Allen Iverson. A lot of dogs.
Yeah, all dogs.
Woof, woof. The whole team full of dogs.
Well,
Klay Thompson got some solid shooting, solid mix. Shaq available with the 8th overall pick, which was surprising. You were able to scoop him up. Do you think any other team has a chance of competing with your squad?
Nope.
Too well-rounded.
Yeah, it got too much over here, man. Gill tricked it off with that last pick. I know all that shit he was talking, them stats, first 9, and I think he took the 12th round off in the heavyweight in the title fight and then fucking lost. So, yeah, I think that was a mistake. But we holding our own over here, man. I ain't got no gaps, no holes, we got defense, shooting, scoring. Hey, whatever you got. Hey, man, this is well-rounded over here, Jack.
A very well-rounded roster. Kenyon, we appreciate you for participating in the first ever Gills Arena all-time player draft. Now let's move on to Rashad McCants in his draft war room. Rashad, why will your team put all the other teams in a body bag?
Is it obvious?
According to 73% of the chat, it is obvious.
I mean, Gill picked Bronny over himself. That was a very shocking move.
Very selfless.
Bronny's not even in the game, and he'll probably be like a 60.
58.
58. He'll be a 58.
If he's a 60, he's rolling.
He might just be one of the little dudes, in the crowd that just be moving and shit, to be on the bench.
Unnecessary. The Black Suburbans have returned.
I mean, you got Curry at the 1. You got James Harden at the 2. You got T-Mac at the 3. You got Bird at the 4. Russell at the 5. And then a second team, man, you got Luka. You got Vince. You got Tatum. And then you got Wemby and Embiid. Like, it's going to be difficult for these guys to... They're going to have to move around for real.
A lot of moving around.
I feel bad. I feel bad for them because they were hype early. And I said, y'all going to fuck around and do some stupid shit. Like draft John Stockton. Like draft James Worthy.
Some egregious picks in your opinion.
Oh my God. Like get Klay Thompson.
Isaiah Thomas, not drafted.
Hey.
None of y'all let it be known.
Scottie Pippen. Motherfucker went and drafted Scottie Pippen.
Some frustration in the chat that Stacey Augmon was not taken in the Gills Arena all-time
I
player
almost
draft.
picked Marcus Jordan for a second just because he did that.
Oh, now let's go back to Gil. Let's pull up Gil's all-time player roster first.
Anthony, not ranked.
So let's go to Gil's room. Gil,
what's up?
So looking at your squad, who would be the ideal coach to coach your team?
Nope. We can pick. Who would you like at this point?
I'm gonna go Lou, Ty Lou.
We don't even need nobody like that.
Ty Lou.
Let's go Tibbs, because we ain't taking nobody out.
Your first five just go.
Starting lineup in.
48 minutes.
48 minutes with LeBron and y'all got Gil looking at everything. Y'all don't know.
Gil has the notebook out. It has returned.
He is a numbers guy. They call me all day.
I just want to just real quick hold on, just so we can put it all in perspective, real quick. Like
he going ranking for ranking.
Let me just show y'all. Let me just give y'all something real quick. Like Kevin Durant was, and then we got 0. Okay, so I know Brandon Jennings said he did his team design for 2K.
That is what Brandon said.
All right, so I don't know if they understand what all-time 2K means. It means take the fuck out of all, Dallas, all Laker. You get out of that, and then you put it all 2K, which means Jordan's rank 1. His next pick, 22, then 21, then 20, then 9, 28, 56, 25, 53, 34. Those were all his players ranked when you put all the players in the game together.
Don't mean nothing.
That's it.
Brandon, let's go. We're going over
We don't need to talk to him right now. He good.
Nobody gives a fuck about the goddamn numbers. Put the shit in the simulation. Let's fucking hope.
We already did that.
Fuck about them goddamn numbers.
Hey, we don't need to go. Hey, put the camera. We don't need to go to him. They know what they looking at. Cool. And then we have Kenyon's.
Stat man.
Kenyon he has 8th, 11th, 8, 10, 11, 23, 30, 48, 50. He has a 12, and then he has not ranked and not ranked. So that means they didn't make the top 100. So he has 2 players that didn't make the top 100 on their list. Rashad.
Gil, they're telling you that they do not care, but please keep reading. This is your show.
Rashad, your players. You know what? I'll do mine first. Ours is in 2K all-time ranking, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14, 17, 15,
Gil,
19.
the rest of the crew is revolting.
And then 0.
The rest of the crew, it is a mutiny from the rest of the crew, Gil. They are not interested in hearing your numbers.
And then Rashad's. We didn't even waste our fucking time looking at his team, right? He's trying to make the play-in game. That sorry ass team he got. Nobody give a fuck about what he talking about. I don't know what 2K he think he playing, but it ain't the one we got going on. He gonna move around. He might lose by 100 to me and Kenyon's team.
I thought you was gonna say 1.
No, it's like that. Hey, y'all remember what he was like? This Lebanon team can play again. He the Lebanon team. He the Lebanon goddamn team.
So, Gil, you've gone around. You've done all the numbers. Let's keep moving. Rashad, are you interested in Gil's astrological assessments of your rosters?
This is what you call a spliffy.
You have a spliffy.
We need to get Gil to smoke this again because he's just high on life right now.
Gil needs some medicinal.
Nigga trying to put us to sleep with all them goddamn numbers, nigga, like we in MIT or something. Nigga, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Pick Bronny.
The nigga picked Grunt.
Those the numbers.
First of all, let's throw the numbers out there. Michael Jordan is the best player in the game. And the second best player in the game.
We got him.
When it come down to it,
We got him.
Steph Curry.
We got him.
And the third best player.
Don't tell me we got him too.
No, we can't.
Don't tell me we got Larry Bird.
Is he white?
We got Larry Bird.
It ain't right.
We ain't got Larry
It ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. I told you. If it ain't white, it ain't right. I told you. We got Larry Bird.
We cannot confirm or deny that.
Third best player in the game.
We're going to wrap this thing up, but each member of our Gills Arena crew thinks they have put together the best all-time roster, but let's see what the chat thinks. So we asked the chat, who has the best team? With 51% of the vote, Kenyon Martin. Gil finished second place with 35% of the vote. Rashad finished third place with 9% of the vote. The chat betrayed Rashad. And Brandon finished last, according to the chat, with 6% of the vote. We still need to do 2K simulations. We will reveal those findings on tomorrow's episode of Gills Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoop, whoop. That is what you call a tease, ladies and gentlemen. We need y'all to come back to find out who 2K says is the winner of the Gills Arena all-time player draft. But we appreciate all of you for pulling up, tapping in with us. We know you're not going to watch the real draft tonight, so go ahead, rewind this, watch it again from the top. See if you missed anything. We appreciate the chat, as always, for being willing participants, getting your vote on. Appreciate all of the Gills Arena crew, Gil, Kenyon, Rashad, and Brandon, for assembling teams. We appreciate our production staff putting together these amazing war rooms. Look at these phones. I can call any one of them at any time. Call Tyrone too. Does not matter. And we appreciate you all for plugging in with us. So this concludes the Gills Arena all-time player draft presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoa, whoa! We will see y'all tomorrow.